Yeah, I don't think Paladin is like the worst with spells. You get like nothing for slots. Yeah. At first level, you have zero spell slots. At second, you have two. At third level, you have three. At fourth level, you have three. Like it's like, come on.
Yeah. At fifth, do you get another one?
Fifth, you get extra attack, and you get a fourth of first level, and then you get two second level spells slots.
Gotcha. Okay.
As for known spells, I don't. I think that goes. I think that's with subclass from there. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I love that, the Widowy. Sabrina hates it. She absolutely hates it. She's giving me a dirty look right now because I said that.
Like
Widowy? Something what?
Like Widowy?
Widowy?
Widowy? You guys need to like pay attention today. Widowy.
Like, I literally don't care.
You made a fucking mess in here.
I always make a mess in there.
That's my boy. All right. Let's see. I think I got everything on mine settled. All right.
Ready when you are.
All right. And Ben, you set? I know I basically just asked, but yeah, you all good?
Yeah, should be good.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into the adventure then.
Just bring the
So, when last we met, I think we all remember what happened last time. It was a big session last time, actually.
Yeah.
It turned into quite a big session. At the end of the last session that we did, you broke out of this illusionary mind game that you were that was cast upon you. And when you woke up, you were back in the woods, accompanied by a young flying man and his pixie, and all the events that I'm not going to relive those, but all the events pretty much played out exactly the same in terms of needing to go on this mission and help in order to get Jed's chess piece back. So while we are getting into it, how much food does everyone have?
I have like two rations left.
Okay.
No, wait, I think I have more than that.
I have none.
You have none?
I got a piece of meat, and I have 4 rations left.
Okay. So at the time of you guys, at the time of the beginning of this session now, you guys have now been in the forest hiking behind Pike, the pixie, leading a trail through the woods, and it has now been 2 days. So eliminate any necessary foods that you may need and or share them, and kind of let me know where y'all are at after that.
I'll split the meat in half because it was good for 2, and I'll give those to Daniel.
Okay.
All right.
And then I will I'll burn 2, so I have 2 left.
All right, cool. And then everyone's health should be
You said it was good.
Yeah, everyone's health should be good. As the previous combat was all in your minds. So you guys are good there. So what I would like to do, kind of kicking off this session, is since you've both leveled up and everything, just for a little fun activity, if you will, if you guys want to kind of discuss with each other maybe some new abilities that you have or some things that maybe you're better at now. The way I see it is that as you've been hiking through these woods, you guys have been conversing and you've also been training, and you've been trying to like really get back on your game and use this opportunity to sharpen your skills a little bit. So in whichever order you guys feel like. Who wants to kind of introduce any new bits or information that you may have to your character with the level up?
I'm pretty sure right now the only thing that we both got is ability score entries.
Okay.
So,
That's
I
fair.
got a
Is
new,
that just-
I got a new spell. I can
never mind.
Animal Messenger. I got new spell slots, but I got one more added, like known spell. So I chose Animal Messenger, and I'll go ahead and read that to you now. It's an action. Anything within 30 feet, which is the animal that's going to be the Animal Messenger. Duration is 24 hours. By means of this spell, you use an animal to deliver a message. Choose a tiny beast you can see within range, such as a squirrel, a blue jay, or a bat. You specify a location which you must have visited and a recipient who matches a general description, such as a man or woman dressed in the uniform of a town guard or a red-haired dwarf wearing a pointed hat. You also speak a message of up to 25 words. The target beast travels for the duration of the spell towards the specified location, covering about 50 miles per 24 hours for a flying messenger, or 25 miles for other animals. When the messenger arrives, it delivers your message to the creature that you described, replicating the sound of your voice. The messenger speaks only to a creature matching the description you gave. If the messenger doesn't reach its destination before the spell ends, the message is lost, and the beast makes its way back to where you cast the spell at. At higher levels, it just means that the duration of the spell is increased to 48 hours for each slot level above second. Damn, what? Slot of third level or higher. The duration of the spell increases by 48 hours for each slot level above second. Thank God, that's actually nice. It increases by 48 hours for each slot level above second. That's
Wow.
that's actually pretty dope.
That is.
Cast that at level 9. I can send it to the other end of the world.
Oh my gosh.
But that's all I really got. I also forgot to pick my like Bardic College.
Mhm.
So I went ahead and did that. I did. Say again, Ben.
Yeah, I was surprised you forgot to pick your subclass.
I did forget to pick my subclass. I totally forgot. I leveled up and didn't even think anything of it. So I picked the College of Valor. I think that's pretty much Jed's like whole everything right now. He's very combative. Well, as well as a bunch of other stuff. But so bonus proficiencies when you join the College of Valor at 3rd level, you gain proficiency with medium armor, shields, and martial weapons. My inspiration, Ben, this is important for you to know. Also at 3rd level, you learn to inspire others in battle. A creature that has a bardic inspiration die from you can roll that die and add the number rolled to a weapon damage roll it just made. Alternatively, when an attack roll is made against the creature, it can use its reaction to roll the bardic inspiration die and add the number rolled to its AC against that attack after seeing the roll, but before knowing whether it hits or misses. So when you hit a creature, you can roll the inspiration die. You can use that bardic inspiration to push out more damage. And also, if something attacks you before you say hit or what? Wait. Let me make sure I got that right. Alternatively, when an attack roll is made against the creature, add the number rolled to its AC against that attack. So if you get attacked, you can use it to before you say it hits, right? Actually, that wording's kind of messing me up. We'll figure that one here in a minute, but and by a minute, I'm just going to go ahead and read this one pretty cool. But you can use it for damage, basically.
Okay.
What was made against the creature? What creature? Oh, okay, so you. Made against a creature, it can use a reaction. So yeah, before it rolls.
So before you learn the number, but
yeah.
after you know you're being hit.
So if Doug goes, all right, I'm going to, this thing's going to swipe at you. You go, okay, wait a second, and then you roll the Bardic Inspiration, and if you get like a, whatever it is, I think it's a D6, and if you get a 6, you add 6 to your AC.
Yeah. That's
which
cool.
is actually super, super useful.
Yeah, that is useful.
Because I could pump out like a whole lot of bardic inspirations.
Cool.
Okay, yeah. It's your
That's
charisma
cool.
plus your proficiency, so that's like, I don't know, probably 6.
That's gonna be really helpful, actually. Also, sorry, I'm doing so much like pre-intro stuff for the session. I will let you know you guys are probably gonna want something to write with. I know Matthew, you already have something. So yeah, Ben, if you have any way to take notes, to write, whatever, that'll be my official helping hand, just to let you know you're probably gonna want one for this particular.
Alright, got it.
Okay, cool. All right, well, yeah, as you guys are hiking through the forest and everything, you pass by a series of trees that on your right you recognize is the spot where the door was before, which is now no longer there, and it's completely empty and unbrushed by anything that was there. As you're walking, you also see up on the left side in a tree sitting on a branch, there's a white dove, and it just sits there and it's fully conscious of you. It's maybe 10 feet in the air, sitting on a branch, and it just watches you walk under and past it, and it whistles a little melody. And you guys kind of walk past, and it looks at you. It's totally unbothered, though. It keeps singing as you guys walk past. Like I said, it's been 2 days in the forest. You guys have hiked. You've had some time to train and sharpen your skills a little bit. Artie is walking behind you guys with his pack on, and he's refreshed himself a little bit from all the previous stuff that was going on. And as he hikes behind you, he just goes up to he actually goes up to Daniel. He says, Daniel, can I ask you something real quick?
I nod.
I don't know if you're quite in the mood for this type of conversation, but I don't know, it just kind of came to my mind. We've done some crazy things on this trip so far. Are we, I don't know, are we good people? You know, we've killed, we've broken the law, I'm not playing music by the side of the road anymore, and I don't know, I'm starting to ask myself some questions. What do you think?
Well, we haven't done many things some could consider good, but ever since we've been sent on our way by I can't remember his name. What's the fishman's name?
What's that?
The fishman, the one that gave us
Oh.
our
Oh, Squibbish?
Squibbish. Yeah, sorry. Ever since we met Squibbish, I think we've been definitely set on the right path, and we've started to be good people.
I admire that mindset. That helps. I just never thought that the day would come where I'd draw my sword and actually have to use it. But times are changing, and so are we, I guess. Right? What did you do in your childhood? You know, did you think this is what you'd be doing someday?
Probably not this exactly. Battling a curse on a mysterious island, but
Very true. Very true.
definitely saw myself adventuring somehow.
All adventures have to start somewhere, I suppose, right? As you guys are talking about this and going on your way, you finally, on the night of the second day, the sun has gone down, and just the very glimpses of remaining red sunlight are on the horizon over the sea. But you come to an opening in the forest, and let me see this real quick. You come to an opening in the forest, and in front of you, just hulking in the darkness, is the shape of 4 pyramids. Huge pyramids in a completely open space. The peculiar thing is, when you're looking at these pyramids, is that they have this fire in the very center of all of them, a huge white fire that's just burning. Some kind of ethereal presence about it, or no, it's not a standard fire. We can say that safely. Around the fire are multiple rings, some kind of contraption, and you see on the steps of one of the pyramids there is a person with his hands on the walls, and he's trying to read certain writings and stuff. He hasn't seen you yet, but as you walk in,
Oh,
you turn and you see,
What the? Hello?
hi everyone, this is Doug Jr. from Doug and Doug Gaming on YouTube. Yay! But yeah, hi, Mr.
Hi.
Jr. You want to introduce your character to the crew?
sure. I'm a bard named Egan. Sounds a little like Idjit, but it's not. It's Egan. And I am known to rats. I'm trying to find. Oh, I've been a charlatan. I've been called that. I've been treated like that. I'm telling you, I'm not really. Whoop, hang on a second. There we go. So you'll just have to trust me on that. But I'm a pretty good guy. Sometimes I talk a little too much. That's about my only big flaw. And pretty good at casting. I can do some casting of spells and different things. Learned a few things along the way. I read a lot. I write a lot, I talk a lot. Yeah, I listen. I don't listen that often, but I listen enough. So I learn things, and I'm able to apply those things. So I understand that that we are on a bit of an expedition, doing some exploration,
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to. Not sure where we're at the moment, but I'm ready to jump in there.
Yeah. Well, you, let me double check. It's not Idjit, it's Egan,
Egypt,
right?
Egypt, yes. I've been called Idjit, but I'm not.
I'm sure it'll happen again. You never know these days. But as you, Egan, you're searching the one of the doors of these pyramids. There's 4 pyramids surrounding a large white fire, and you're analyzing one in particular that has they all have the same type of symbol on them, but the one you're at is a green symbol, and you're very interested in this one. This is the Tomb of Ferox, which coincidentally the players are actually trying to get into. They have been sent on a mission. In fact, players, do you want to greet this person that you see analyzing the pyramid?
I think, I think as we would come out, I think Jed would look at Daniel and be like, "What? Is that Doug's dad?" No, I'm just kidding. No, but
Harvey pops in. He's like, "Who's Doug? Who are you talking about?"
no one. Fourth wall break. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So no, I think Jed would look at Daniel and say, I thought Peter said that we were the only ones that were going to be investigating this area. And then before Ben, you respond, I was going to do a kind of an investigation check, see if I can't tell any more detail on him.
Okay. On him as a person, you mean?
Like just trying to get a look. Like I can see him far away what he's kind of doing, but I want to see if I can. Like I don't think Jed just like I just want to get a fuller picture, like what he looked like a more so like investigation check on like sizing him up basically.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Just roll an investigation check. I'd say like 10 or higher. You're not that far away. or
Oh,
whatever.
well, I got a base 11, so.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yeah, I won't even have you bother too much with it. Basically, Ijin, or yeah, it's Ijin. I gotta practice saying the name. What do you look like? Like, what's your race? Do you have weapons on you? Kind of.
I look kind of like what you see right now. I'm fully human. I'm older. Still in a really, really good shape.
Yeah, just like real life.
So yeah, I'm just a dude, and but I do enjoy an investigation. I enjoy solving puzzles. I love it because it gives me more to write about. I've been known to write some songs about the adventures, and so yeah, just what you see is what you get.
There you go. That works. So
Beef
let's
stick.
see. Oh, you do have a beef stick. Nice. Ben, everything's still going all right on your end? I saw you dropped out for a second.
Yeah, I swapped over to the computer and I'm turning on my camera soon.
Yeah.
Yay, we miss your beautiful face.
Just how do I sound real quick?
You sound way better.
Good.
All right, that's good.
Hey,
It was like
I don't know
before.
everybody's character names.
Okay.
So-
Why, Ejin, how about you ask the adventurers? We like to role play in this group a little bit.
They sound like they're a little far away right now.
A little bit far away.
I'll
Hello?
nudge Daniel and I'll be like, he's waving at us, and I'll start heading up towards him, and I'll be like, hello, friend or foe? We're friendly.
Friend only. Friend only. In fact, I can help you. I would be a good choice for a friend if you're looking for one. Doesn't friendly. I'm fairly smart.
Jed'll nod, and he'll go, I believe you. Who sent you here?
Who sent me? Nobody sends me. I go. I just go because I want to go. Does Muhammad climb the mountain just because it's there? I don't think so. I think
Who's Muhammad?
Does Muhammad climb mountains? I don't even know.
Not in this world, he doesn't.
That must be his cousin.
So, no, I'm an explorer, man. I just do it. I'm working for nobody. I'm on nobody's payroll. What you see is what you get. And I have found this this place we're at right now is pretty fascinating. These pyramids, this symbol. Have you seen the symbols on these things?
Not yet. This is my first time visiting,
This guy here. Wow.
and so I'll check out the symbols.
I would definitely like to get a closer look at these. Is there perhaps something I can do to increase my understanding of what I'm looking at?
You can look at what I just sent to this group on the chat. This is where you players are. And yeah, I saw that look, Matthew. You're like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Pre-session, I'm like, I forgot to write that down. I lost those numbers. And you're like, you will pay dearly for this.
Oh, I didn't write down the symbols. Uh-oh. No, wait, it's easy to find out though.
And let me.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, you remember the same thing I do, yeah.
Well, I remember how it works.
The circle.
So let me. I gotta find stuff in my notes, so I apologize. It'll take me just a second. This is what I get for not having everything already in place.
So I recognize these symbols, right?
Yes, you do.
Oh.
You do.
So first of all, before we go on with this, I will look at this strange character and I will say, I'm so sorry. I did not introduce myself. My name is Jed. And he'll kind of half bow and he will say, what is your name?
What was your name?
Jed.
Jed. Short, simple. I like it. What brings you out here, Jed?
Well, we're actually on a mission from this thing, and he's going to gesture towards this little flowing light thing that's probably darting all over the place. For Peter to take care of something out here. I don't know. I just fought a demon 400 times. It feels like so. I don't remember.
It's been a long past couple days for them.
Got some demon lag going there, huh?
Yeah.
I
Big
understand.
time. But yes, my name's Jed. This is Daniel, and he'll point over to Daniel.
And then Artie's over here too. He goes, "Hello,
Hey,
man. We see you."
There we go.
Daniel has a face.
Yeah, Daniel does have a face.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then, Daniel, do you want to talk to this Egan fellow?
Egan.
Egan, yeah. Which is, I have a copy of your character sheet. Is Egeon.
Yes.
So, are you from this island, or?
Yes. Mostly. I mean, I've been around. I get around. But yeah, here lately I'm from this island.
All right. You just,
Now, oh, go ahead. Sorry if I cut you off.
and you just walked here to this place?
Well,
I haven't-
just walked here. It's been
Okay.
a journey. It's been a trip. It's been many nights. I've been out. I travel constantly. So, but yeah, I've fallen upon this place. Obviously, some amazing things here. These pyramids, those symbols, and there's got to be a reason for them. So I'm trying to put two and two together.
Yes.
See what's going on here. Love to gain access to these.
Jed will look. Can we see the same symbols? Can we see the same thing that's in this picture you sent in chat?
From where you stand, just for some more precise direction. So yeah, this is obviously scaled way down,
Yeah.
But there's a door at the front of every one of the temples or tomes, as they're called. The one that you guys are currently standing nearest is the Tome of Ferox. It's the one with the green symbol on it. And when you went up and greeted Egan, he was actually analyzing some carvings on the wall of some kind of guide or inscription, and it looks a little something like this.
Open doors. Place the orb of prophecy.
Boy.
Oh Lord.
That went away awful quick.
Hit the chat bubble at the bottom.
Yeah, if you back up to the chat itself, it's in there along with the picture.
I got it.
Old to young. Oh no. Okay.
So obviously, as you can tell, this is a puzzle, obviously. Shocker, I know.
Me and Ben had the same reaction.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We all did the Home Alone face. So I'll tell you a bit more what you're seeing in this picture. So yeah, obviously you have the 4 pyramids. on the door or above the door, which is not on the pictures, but above the door there's a empty like semi-circle
Mm.
indentation for something to go in there. There are, golly, are there what, 1, 2, 3, 4? There's 6 rings surrounding the fire, and on these rings are smaller circles of metal. Inside are what look like magnifying glasses of some kind, and the metal that surrounds them are different colors that are represented on the rings themselves, or by the dots on the rings themselves. I just color coded them to make them, distinguishable. But yeah, based on what you've seen and what I've shown you, ask questions, brainstorm. This is my first time also doing like puzzle thing, like just straight up formal puzzles, and we don't have a board, so anything I can do to help within reason, I'm happy to hop in there. But yeah, ask questions. What do each of you want to do? If it makes it easier, we can also roll for initiative just to get some proper time in for everyone's actions, if that's what you want to do.
I don't think that would be necessary. I think we can all talk.
Okay.
I believe. I will say, to answer Egan's question about what these symbols mean, I do believe from memory and from looking at them, I can kind of decipher them because I kind of remember how they went. Correct me if I'm wrong, Doug. So the green, if you look at the picture, the green symbol, right, on the northmost, so C2. C2 is the symbol on that one, I believe, is midday. I forgot the name for it, but it means midday.
Yeah, the names I lost, but that's exactly what it means, yeah.
The Bravo, right? Yeah, Bravo 1, right? Is that how
B1,
that goes? Yeah, B1. So that one is night, or because the sun is underneath everything. And then Alpha 2 is east to west, sun rises in the east. So I think it's morning, and then obviously the blue one, I believe, is dusk. Am I correct?
So you think okay, so you're correct. Good. That's I couldn't tell morning from
East to west. So
yeah,
right.
East to west. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's east. Left is west. Okay.
Mhm.
In looking at that, so I will say this, kind of speaking out loud to Egan, and I'm saying, and I believe this is what this means, as it was explained to me many fights ago.
Yes.
It's before the clowns.
The clowns.
There's
Yes.
clowns.
There were clowns.
There were clowns.
There were clowns.
Oh.
I'll look at Egan and I'll be like, there were clowns.
So,
Are the things in the middle like grabbable, like the things on the ring?
excellent question. Yes, Daniel, you go over and you're analyzing these metal rings. They're all kind of like on a platform, connected in these little, I'm not going to describing machinery or things like that. But yes, you touch the rings and you notice that you can rotate them clockwise or counterclockwise around the fire. And yeah. So based on that knowledge, what are you thinking?
So all these, are those colored dots? Are those the holes?
Those are the rings with the magnifying glasses on them. Mm-hmm.
No, I mean on the pyramid. There's dots on them also. Are those the holes you spoke of, or?
So there's one hole directly above the door that's not in the picture. That's just a empty, like, half spherical hole. The 3 dots above, those are the ones you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, the 3 dots above, those are they're like crystal gems that are embedded into the pyramid itself. But they do have the same colors as some of the ones on the rings that you see.
They have all the same colors. Dumpling using mine.
What's up?
I tried to make the colors distinguishable enough. Hopefully they hopefully they are.
What I would imagine that color goes to color, but the midday pyramid has 3 of them, so I'm not sure about that. What do you think, Jed? Jed? Hello?
I was muted. Okay, I'm back.
All right.
I was going to say, I think we have to pay attention to this, and he'll point up at this inscription and say, like, the riddle. The brothers stand divided for, but alliance. So I think the brothers stand divided for pertains to these pyramids themselves. But alliance only shall open doors. So I guess the doors to the, it's either the doors to the the pyramids. I don't know.
That would probably be the best.
Place the orb of prophecy in the eye so gods may see. And when he's saying that, Jed will look like slowly over to Daniel, and then he'll like look back at the writing and say, the rest of it, their sons and daughters protect their flame. I'm guessing these orbs that are circumferencing this fire. Choose wrong and history be your name. I'm guessing not good things happen if you pick the wrong one. Align their stars whom fathers you seek. Align their stars whom father you seek. So I guess we put them into order to maybe these colors on the pyramid.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about grabbing them. Can we just rotate them along the circle?
You can. Mm-hmm.
And direct their face to their father's keep. So that's
Okay,
part of it.
so if you two will allow me, I will attempt. Waiting.
Place, this is find the brother one other did not hate, and the God you seek shall open their gate. I haven't figured that one out, but the last line seems very, very important. Place only in order old to young, lest demons wake and dangers come. So that last line makes me think.
Well, dusk
Yeah.
Yeah,
is old.
that's why I was going to grab the purple orb and move that along to face that towards the red pyramid. Like make it facing towards the red pyramid.
So you think that one represents night? Is that what you said earlier?
Yeah,
Yes.
that one's night.
So that would be oldest, I would assume.
Yep.
So yeah, I think what Daniel's saying is correct.
So you want to rotate you said you want to rotate the purple to aim towards the red tomb.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's purple. I mean, it could be pink,
It's
but
the one on the green line.
yes, the
Green
one on the
ring.
green line. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, you pull it in this mechanism, and the ring settles. And when it settles there, you see that the light from the fire in the middle casts through the magnifying glass, and a white light goes, and it points directly at another empty socket, if you will, on that pyramid. Nothing else happens though; it just lights it up.
Jed, do you think
Okay.
by orb it meant what I think it meant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe Jed has it.
Do one of you have an orb?
Yes, and Jed will like pull out this orb, and I think it's actually Doug described it for me.
The crystal orbs are these items of legend, basically, that they were given the first one. No, they were given 2 of them actually, but they are, in this world, they're kind of akin to like the Infinity Stones. For just simplicity matters, they're very big deals. but yeah, it's just a crystal ball, kind of like what a fortune teller would look into, but they do have abilities to them that they
We
can.
have two abilities with this one at the moment, right?
Yes, yeah.
And maybe a way to do
one of
combat, but I don't know how Squibbish did it.
One of which was to help us
Mhm.
one time a day. Any question we ask of it, I think it's the Orb of Utility was the first one, and it will turn into something useful to get us through certain puzzle. We can only use it one time per day. And then the second one was I forgot, but
I
what
believe
was
it
it?
was. I think it was the Orb of Tongues, which automatically, for
Yes.
anyone in its vicinity, particularly the holders of it, it will automatically translate written or spoken language back and forth. So you can understand pretty much anyone or speak to pretty much anyone. Not quite animals, but people.
I know some people who are like animals.
True. They get around. They're all over the place. So, yeah, were you guys wanting to use the orb for anything?
I don't want to use it for I don't want to use it in a way. I want to see if this is what fits into the slot.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you take the orb out and you put it in this thing, and it fits perfectly. And it clicks in. It's not bonded or anything, but it clicks in, and the white light illuminates it. Nothing else really happens though. It just kind of illuminates the orb while it's there. But it does fit. Like I said, each of these pyramids have one of those openings. When you do this, Artie walks over and he examines everything and goes, "Friends, I don't know much about these entrances, but it seems to me that if we're trying to get into Ferox's tomb, I believe that's the green one. This is the tomb of Prado. Is this where we want to go?"
Something tells me by the writing that find the brother one other did not hate, and the God you seek shall open their gate. Place only in order, old to young, lest demons wake and danger come. Place only in order. The reason I'm hesitant to say we should just jump to day is I don't think night. So we've agreed night's the oldest, correct?
Yes.
So what would be the next? I think we have to do this in order. I don't think we could just jump to day, midday.
Well, dusk.
Mhm.
We're going
For which one?
dusk. I think it's the blue one.
Yes, I believe it
Oh,
would be the one, yes.
but I mean, what I'm saying is we can't just jump from night to midday.
Mhm.
So midnight to midday without there being consequences. I might be wrong. I might be interpreting this too.
So
I
let
believe
me
you're right.
let me pop in something real quick because like I said, I've never really done these types of puzzles before. So as nature would have it, I probably have mixed up some things. As I'm looking at this though, I think it would help without giving anything away. But that last line, place only in order old to young, I can say safely, ignore that. Now that I'm looking at everything, I know what I was trying to do with that, but I don't think I did what I needed to do with the pictures to help you guys enough. So I will say ignore that. So I apologize for any wasted time on that part. But yeah, everything else is good.
So
That
what?
last line, scratch that.
What did you just say to ignore?
The very last line of the poem on the
Okay.
entrance of the Green Temple. Yeah, the place
Gotcha.
only in order old to young. Don't worry about that part.
So I'll look up at this and I'll be so puzzled. And as I look at it a little closer, I realize it's been carved into the rock recently. Like someone came out and carved this into the rock the other day. And I'm like, Peter. It was fucking Peter.
He will do that.
Like,
He will do that.
Super mad.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but I do want to test something. Do the doors that I'm in front of at the night do they open?
No. No.
Okay.
The on each of these, there are two stone doors that kind of open like that. But no, there's no kind of movement or opening or give to it at all.
Okay.
So yeah, that is where you're at now. Like I said, I know I'm not giving you guys a whole lot to go on. This is an experiment for all of us.
Okay.
So
But-
I guess if you want to retrieve your orb, we should
Yeah.
focus on the green door.
Okay. The green door is the one we want. Thank you, Artie. And then I'll pull the orb off.
And Egan, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was just, well, if we're going to focus on the green door only at the moment, then maybe we should just align the pink, blue, and red circles towards that. But perhaps we should do them backwards. I don't know. Red, blue, and pink. But anyway, if we should point those three colors towards it, then
I'm trying to figure out
perhaps-
if there's an order to them or if we can just point them all there.
Well, and that's why I said maybe we should do them backwards. Maybe the one on the right's the oldest. Instead of doing it left to right, do it right to left. But I'm merely speculating because I've never run across this before. And I'm just
Same.
as lost as anybody else here.
I
Okay.
agree. We should focus on the green door, though.
Just
But definitely we've got those three colors and we have the ability to move the rings with the colors on them. So some kind of combination there. And it talked about in the script, it talked about, looking at it here, alliance. So, an alliance would be more than one, perhaps three together to accomplish something.
Okay.
I think we should, we're going to want to point those three colors at it. What order? I'm not sure. Is that going to matter?
I
could
think we
possibly
should
look.
start with the red to be.
I'm
And then
good
go-
with that.
Yep. All right. So
Right.
Jed, if you would put your orb in. Jed.
One sec. Sorry.
Hmm.
I agree. I think it should be red, blue, and pink. The orb goes in last, I believe, though.
Okay. All right.
Well, so in order, what do you guys officially want to do, like as actions?
So I guess we're going to move the red beam, then the blue beam, then the pink beam, all facing towards the green door, and then Jed will put in the orb.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
agree with
you click the rings over. And now with the three magnifying glasses lined up, the white fire in the middle casts light through them in a stronger beam, and it points at the door. When you put the orb in, it starts illuminating. And I forgot to mention this, but you can see on the pictures. Next to each of the doors, there are two torches with corresponding fire that matches the colors of the appropriate pyramids. When you put the orb in and the light gets casted into the orb, as it glows, those torches snuff out. Still no movement from the doors, but something has happened. Artie sees this and he's like, I would dare to say that's not normal fire.
Don't. Let's find out. I cast prestidigitation on them to see if I can light them back.
You cast it and there's a like when you're using a lighter and it flicks but it doesn't ignite it,
Gotcha.
so nothing.
Okay.
Mhm.
Interesting. I'll look at the others, or I'll look at the others. I'll look at the others,
I'm
and
looking
I'll
at
say, I'll say, maybe we should just align all of them and see what this does.
Like all the colors?
Yes.
Hmm.
To their corresponding doors, pyramids.
Well, I think that's ultimately where it's going to end up.
Yeah.
But again, if we're doing that, perhaps we should have done them in order. We did the night,
Ah, I see. Yes.
but now we've done, day. Maybe we shouldn't have.
I'm going to attempt to move the lights that are currently pointing towards day, like to make them stop pointing at day.
So do you want to point them at like C1 or C3 or something?
Yeah, just
Okay.
yeah.
And the beam follows it, so it just
Do the lights come back on?
the torch lights do come back on.
Okay.
They reignite.
So next would be the white beam, right? Blue door.
The white, the blue.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, so what are you doing? I'm sorry.
We're going to point the white beam towards the towards the blue door, and the yellow beam towards the yellow door. If you guys are good at that.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, so you're just pointing all of the colors through the torch.
Yes, but we're doing them in order from oldest to newest.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
he said we don't have to worry about that, right? So
Not
True,
not-
but we're still gonna take it.
That's not, and that's fine. You guys are doing good. So yeah, you align all of them, and white beams go out. However, all of the torches on all the pyramids, except for because the three magnifying glasses you had earlier, are they not pointing at the green one anymore?
They're
Ah.
not.
not yet. No.
Okay. So
Oh.
with that, right now all the torches are going, and there are beams of light connecting to 3 of the pyramids, just not the 4th one.
So I guess now we do the other 3 colors.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Okay.
we'll point the back at the first pyramid.
All right, so you pull them back over. The beam hits the orb. It illuminates the orb for a second, and the torches go out again.
I
Yeah.
got fairy fire. You think that would help?
What?
I've got fairy fire.
Fairy fire!
I don't believe so. No,
Probably not.
I don't think any outside sources. Are there any colors we're missing, real quick?
Now, while you guys are analyzing, Artie's walking around, and he's just trying to do anything he can. This is way out of his element entirely. He looks at the torches, and he actually manages to take one out of its holder, and he goes, "Well, they're not connected." Daniel,
Yes.
go grab another torch.
All
Let's see if these do anything. And he takes the non-lit torch of the green temple and actually takes it to the white fire, and he puts it in the white fire. It does not catch though, however. So he takes it back and he puts it back.
I'll grab the red one.
The red one?
Yep.
Okay, and what would you like to do with it?
I'll do the same as Artie did before and put it in the fire.
You put it in the fire, and the white fire turns red. It turns pure red. And the beam of light that's being cast through the magnifying glasses are also red in all directions. Still no large-scale reaction, though. Just the color difference. Well, that was something, he says.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go grab the blue flame and do the same.
Blue flame?
Yep.
Okay. So you put it in now with the. I know this is a complicated question, but or not really, but probably seems overcomplicated. Did you put the red torch back, or is it still in the fire?
No, I did not put the red torch back.
So it's still in the fire.
Yep.
Okay. So when you grab the blue, you bring it over, you stick it in the fire as well. The flame and all the beams are now purple.
Ah. That theory was correct. Now, what color do we need?
Everything's purple now.
All,
The flame,
yeah,
the flame in the middle
no,
is purple, and
the
so
flame and all the beams are purple now. Mhm.
Because I mean they're getting their light from that, obviously. So,
maybe we need to make a color that. Is this just a color puzzle?
I'm making you guys work for this one.
I'll add yellow to see what happens, along with the two colors.
You're adding yellow along with the two colors?
Yep.
You take the yellow torch, you put it in, and the flame turns back white.
Okay. Jed will look at what color did you just use with the flame?
Yellow, but
Is it still yellow, Doug?
it is not yellow anymore. It seems like adding more than 3 colors turns it back to white.
The flame in his hand, I mean, is it still yellow?
Oh, is it?
Oh, Daniel in your hand?
Yeah, the torch, yeah.
Oh yeah. The flame the flame on the torch is still yellow. Mm-hmm.
Jed will point at Daniel and say, "Touch the fire with that 1 second," and he'll walk over to the blue and grab the blue, and then he'll head back over, and then he'll look at Ejin and he'll say, "Here," and he'll hand you the orb, and he'll ask you to go put it in the. He'll say, "Here, I trust you with this. I need you to go put this in the green door. We'll see if this works. But do it first."
okay. Well, you can trust me with this orb. That must be very valuable.
Aren't we glad
You're lucky,
Xander's in here?
I'm a big guy. I can't run.
Even though you're very in shape. But
Alright.
okay, so everyone's good with that, and
So first I feel like we're gonna move all the torches from the fire, right, Jed? Because I currently left both red and blue inside the fire still.
Oh yeah,
For
you want
next-
to put those. You want to put those back. I want
Yes.
the blue one, and then I want you to have the yellow one. I think, and then I think Ejin should put the orb in first, if that's cool, and then you do yellow and I'll do blue, and we'll see what happens.
Yes, okay, I'm okay with that.
all right, so yeah, Ejin, you put it in, it clicks into place like before. Daniel and Jed, you put the blue flame and the yellow flame in. The flame in the middle turns a bright poison green, and all the beams turn green as well. Now, are those rings from earlier, are they still pointed at the
Yes.
first one?
Yes.
Yeah. The beam goes through, it illuminates the orb in the middle, and you hear a as some kind of mechanism temporarily locks around the orb, keeping it there. It glows. The 2 green torches burst. And the door opens.
Dude, Jed will be like, "Woo!"
Ooh, baby, that's what I've been waiting for.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Um,
He'll pat Daniel on the shoulder and point at Ejin and be like, "Thanks. I would have never solved that without the both of you."
awesome job, guys. Good job.
Make a good alliance.
I feel like definitely Jed. No, not Jed. You helped, but I was trying to. What's the name? Artie. We wouldn't have known the torches came off. So.
I'm always glad to help when I can. But yeah, so the entrance opens up, and inside you see torchlight just light up by itself, just and illuminate the
inside?
dark. What's that?
That's inside, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the smell of dust and old. It kind of smells just like an old grandma house, just very, very old and dry and everything. I know it's very specific, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, grandma's house.
I get it. I get it. My house for the past.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Smells like an antique shop. No,
Yeah.
you go in there and just the old air, the old stale air meets you,
Oh,
and
gotcha. Like my underwear drawer. I got you.
Yeah.
pretty much. I can vouch for that. But yeah, you go in, and lining the walls, like I said, are the green torches, and there's a single opening of a continuing passage through that is still in a dark room. When you enter this first room, on the wall, written there, there's gonna be a few of these, is why I said to take notes. Written on the wall is going to be another message to any adventurers that wander in.
I want to look at the message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I sent it in the thing, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
did you?
I've got it.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say. I think I just sent it.
Dang it. I thought you
There's
were
a
waiting for
message.
one of us to ask to
Oh, no.
read it, and I was like,
I appreciate the personal initiative, though. That was, I like that. Thank you for that. The only other thing in this room, by the way, that you see on the kind of on the parameter of the room is you actually see gold coins all over the ground. Not like blanketing the ground, but just along the walls are small piles and scattered gold coins that are just laying there. But then, yeah, like I said, there's just one big opening for a passage beyond, still in darkness, but you can hear the wind just kind of softly coming through into the darkness.
Well, I think we'll want to leave it in darkness based on this last bit of prose. Let the wise man pass in the name of the border gods. Let the darkness give the brave man eyes to see. So darkness is important here. Anybody have night vision?
I might.
I do not. But might be beneficial.
I do have night vision.
There you go.
The clever
Or
man's
dark vision,
steps
sorry.
not lead him to consume him, let a man of good memory
Oh.
gain them.
You're elected.
Let's see.
Maybe magic darkness. Can't see through that, but we'll see.
Could be.
So, Doug, what do I see in the darkness with my dark vision?
Well, yeah. So you go up to the entryway and you go in with the dark vision, and I mean, are you through the door? Are you at the base of it, or are you still outside of it? It doesn't not going to make that much of a difference. I'm just wondering.
I would imagine I would go in unless someone else would stop me. So
Okay. So, Jed, did you want to pitch anything in?
Real quick, I had a question. I still
No.
don't have the chess piece, do I?
No.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So as a refresher, because I mean it has been a while since we played. So the reason you guys are here is you have been asked. Well, asked is not a ideal word, but Peter has directed you to fetching the Claw of Orden. You don't really know what it's supposed to look like. Don't worry about it. I'll help you there. But yeah, you're getting the Claw of Orden out of the treasury of Ferrex's tomb, which is where you are right now. So Did that answer your question, Brad?
Yes.
Okay.
I needed to know my motivation.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, no chess piece. That's kind of why you're here, actually.
Yeah.
But Daniel, so you go up to the frame of the entry and you walk in. Continuous cobblestone flooring beneath your feet, and as you walk into the next room, you peer into the darkness with your dark vision. To see what there is, but quickly as you enter the door, more torchlight illuminates, and it lights up. In front of you is another gate or door, if you will, and on the floor are letters, stone letters, all over. They're just scattered, and there's every letter in the alphabet that you can think of. On the wall, carved into it in sections, are what look like strange words. And I will, you know what, now I'll just send it in the chat. We'll just keep it easy. So give me a second to do this. Because yeah, I had to get artsy with this one. This is not going to be artsy, but it's going to get the point over. So what you see on the wall is this. And the spaces that you'll see, hopefully it'll pop up soon. Did it already pop up? I'm not sure. Oh, no, it didn't.
Nope.
Now, okay, here we go. This is what you see on the wall. The little spaces, ignore the red dots. Those are just my phone.
Yeah.
The little spaces are physical empty spaces. What do you do? Well, I guess first of all, do the two of you join him in the room, or do you stay in the first room?
I'm joining. Moving forward.
Okay.
I was moving with you.
Okay.
I'm studying the same stuff. Sorry.
Also, while you guys are looking at this, I'm going to show you a picture right now. And this picture is on the wall, also on the opposing wall. It's this weird symbol. Yeah. And I know that's not going to mean anything to you, but I do have to show it to you. So, has everyone seen it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think someone.
Give him a second.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
You
I don't
can-
know what it is, but I've seen it.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's what teamwork's all about. Some of you gathered a little bit of this information. Some of you gathered that information. And yeah, we work it together. So yeah, based on what you've been given, you walk in. Like I said, you have the weird writings on the wall with the spaces, and then you have empty letters. Or excuse me, you have stone letters laying on the ground, sized correctly to correspond to the spaces in the writing. So what are your thoughts? What are you guys thinking, feeling based on this?
Well,
Jed, correct me if I'm wrong. Were these the names of the cycle, the day cycle? Jed.
Jed is there, and he's doing the exact same thing.
I believe that's the. It looks like. No, I might be wrong.
Excuse me.
Am I right?
What is this the tomb of?
This is the tomb of Ferox.
All right.
well,
I don't know, Daniel. I can't remember at this moment. Actually, Doug, can I remember?
Okay, so what exactly is your question?
It's just a history check on if I can remember what the names of day, dusk, dawn, and night were.
Can you give me a wait, what's your like base for a history check roll?
Let's find out. My brain's not working, so just I mean, I have a 13 intelligence, so it's only a +1.
Okay. If you can roll and give me a 17 or higher, then I'll help you out some.
I got a 4.
You got a 4?
Yeah.
So
Hey, is there any dark area around still?
it's dim, but no, it's pretty universally lit in there at the moment.
Because I gotta go find a corner to
Oh,
pee.
wait.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Wait.
Okay.
Let the wise man pass in the name of the quarter gods. Wait a second. We need to know the names of the quarter gods.
A quarter.
The
A
yeah,
quarter
the
is a
gods.
fourth, right? Like a fourth, right? So there's 4 names, 4 gods.
Yes, we need to know the names of the quarter gods. Would Artie know the names of the quarter gods?
The question is the quarter gods are the quarter nods are the I'm fucking drunk. Are the quarter gods are the names of the quarter gods literally like day, night, dusk and dawn, you know?
So I'll kind of hop in with both of you to kind of help with both. So yeah, Artie sees you guys puzzling over this, and he goes up, and we'll just say that, like, Jed, you're kind of thinking this out loud. You're kind of like,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're communing. Like everything we say, I feel
Yeah.
like we're saying to each other.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah. Artie's gonna hop in.
And Egan's peeing in a corner. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
Egan's
coming
gonna
back in
come
the
back.
group.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mac.
Artie's gonna come over, and he's gonna say,
Feel better.
"No, I think you guys are onto something. The names of the different stages of the day, those are inspired by the quarter gods themselves. That's why they have the names. What are they? I think it's Omnistair, Berixtair, Praetor. And what is the last one? I can't remember the last one. It's the god of Earth. I know that. What is his name? And he kind of rubs his forehead, trying to remember the fourth name. Does anyone else want to do a history check for me?
I will do a history check. I don't have any plus to it, but I don't have any minus. So.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, just go ahead and roll. Let me know what you get. And Egan, if you want to as well, and I will, due to your particular hobby and what you do, if you would like to roll for a history check, let me know what you got as well.
Okay.
So I am not paying attention as all as I rolled a nat 1.
So to the best of your knowledge and you recall, you're like Zaytair. The last god's name is Zaytair. I know this, and you are confident about it. You would bet money. You would bet money that it's Zaytair. So Gian, what did you get?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it, or Egypt? Yeah, Egypt.
Yeah. 2.
Got it too.
Yep, better than me.
So was 2 with your modifier?
What category were we rolling?
History.
History is intelligence.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay. Thank you, because I didn't know how you were all doing that. A modifier is only +1.
Okay.
I was without it, so it's a 3.
Okay. All right. So when you're all looking at this,
Oh, wait a minute. We're doing level 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're level 4.
Okay, so my intelligence starts at 13.
Mhm.
Right? Do you add to that?
At level 4, you do get an ability score increase, so you can increase either 1 score by 2 or 2 scores by 1. So if you wish to increase your intelligence, you can do that.
Or you can take a feat.
Or you can take a feat.
And I'm not talking about the things on the bottom of your body.
Yeah. Well,
Take a feat.
You don't know how
You-
useful that feat
you
of just
grow
remembering stuff
another
would be useful right now.
so I physically rolled a 2. So you
Okay.
guys tell me how I apply that. My intelligence is 13. My modifier is +1.
Yes, it would hypothetically be a 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, so you're all sitting there and you're all just puzzling, like, oh, what is the name of the last quarter god? And Artie, he's scratching his head because he knows he ought to know the best, and he's like, oh, Earth. What are other names for Earth? What?
Listen, it's Zerater. It's this. You gotta listen to me.
Are you sure about that?
I don't think Zer stands for that. Are we in the universe where Gaia? Gaia is another name for Earth.
Gaia is god of the earth. In Greek, I
Out of
think.
character, I feel like it's Terrater.
You think it's Terrater?
Out of character. It's just what my brain thinks. So, I feel like I wanted to tell it to you guys, but I can't tell you in character because.
Well, so okay. So first of all, let's forget about the last one for just a second. Based on the other 3, what are you guys' thoughts on those?
Can you repeat them? I
got you.
Oh.
So let's say Daniel actually asks, what were those again? And then I'll actually say, so the first one was Omnister, then it was Ferrister, and then it was Pratinair, I think is what you said.
Praetor.
Praetor. I wrote that wrong. That's my
It's
bad.
Omnister, Ferrixter, Praetor, and then the last one is what we're stuck on.
Praetor. And so I'll look at the words, or the letters, excuse me.
Mhm.
Praetor.
Are the letters on the wall movable?
The letters on the wall, no, they're permanent. They're built. They're like carved out of the wall, in the same fashion as the letters that are on the ground. They're just not broken out. The ones on the ground, they're made out of the same stone, but they can be removed and placed back. Just not the ones on the wall. But yeah, there's like 2 or 3 full sets of the entire alphabet in stone letters just laying around on the ground.
Oh, wait a second. Take a step back. What were the spaces again? I apologize.
They're actual like empty spaces, like holes within the words on the walls.
But that's where a letter was.
The letter should go there.
A letter would go, yeah.
Oh, my dumbass. Okay. Oh, I'm sitting here going. I'm sitting here like what is rats and A? You know, like, oh, I'm gonna rearrange those letters. No, there's supposed to be a letter there.
Yeah.
You dumb
No, yeah,
idiot.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay.
So based on that, what do you guys want to do now that we've gotten that confirmed?
Hmm. Okay, I think with the name of the quarter gods, the final one, so he'll point on the picture, the 4th one down. I believe this gap at the very end is a P. Because I think that spells Praetor.
That's the one thing that confused me because I feel like because the name, it would be at the beginning of the name, but the gap is at the end of the thing.
Well, the name could be backwards.
But the letters aren't backwards. The name is correct, but the places where the letter goes.
Talking about
Could be-
Reater.
Well, it should be Parater. It would be Pria ter, but. those
Oh,
gap-
dadgummit. And Jed will literally say that out loud as he's looking at it. And he's going to go, hey, watch this. And he's going to pick up a P. And he's going to put on the bottom one, he's going to put a P in the first gap.
When you put it there, when you put the letter there,
Yeah.
you hear a very small, and something in the door will, and you hear a little click.
Okay. And he'll pick up an S and he'll put it in the next to last, and then he's gonna put he's gonna pick up an R and put it on the next one, and then he's gonna put an M and put it on the first one when the gaps in order.
Okay, so tell me again, just because the audio is a little meh.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so what letters in the same order you just listed? What letters are you putting down?
So he's gonna for the second one, the next to last, FEROS. So S for that one.
Okay.
And then the next one up, it's gonna be TERRATAIR, because there seems to be a pattern. Every single one ends with an R in a type of way. So we'll put an R in that one. And then at the top one, he's going to put I think it was Omnistair. In Jed's mind, and I'll go ahead and tell y'all, in Jed's mind, Omnistair was spelled O-M. So I'm looking at this A like, where's the O? Oh. So he'll put an M in the top slot, and that's what he's going to do.
Okay. So when you put the M in, you hear another from the door. When you put the R in the second one, you hear another in the door. When you put the S in, no sound.
Oh. And I'll look at the others and I'll say, I don't know how to spell Ferrostair. And I'll explain to him. I'll say, these are all backwards. Look, and he'll point out Praetor and where he put the P and it clicked, and then Omnistair where he put the M in and it clicked. They're just backwards. We've been overthinking this, my friends.
Great.
We've been
I
overthinking
was spelling
this.
Praetor wrong, so that's why. Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Artie pats you on the back. He goes, "Good man. This much I can help with." And he
Actually, I
reaches
should focus on
down.
the other one. Yep, Terra. Yep, there it is, right there. Yep,
And he
backwards.
sorts through the stone letters and he pulls out an X. And he replaces the S and puts the X in.
Like xylophone.
And the door opens.
Awesome.
Very good. Very good.
I got a question.
Yeah. What's up?
Are these real words? Or is
So
this something that you guys learned in the game that I had no clue what you're talking about?
I was gonna say, I was thinking about it and I'm like, dang, I really threw you into a fairly lore heavy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought maybe it's
Matt was
I just never heard of it.
The
sounding
worst
it out
part.
with the other letters, but the X he would never get.
These
The
are
worst part.
yeah.
The worst
These are
part.
in-game words. They're the
That's
time
fine.
of day.
I was just feeling really stupid.
No,
never-
no, you're good. Pre-session, right before we started, Doug's like, I'm talking to Doug, and I'm like, yeah, I lost my notebook with the names and the spellings of all of these things.
Okay.
So I'll have to figure out those are. And Doug was
I
like,
don't know where mine went. I
poker
thought I
face.
wrote them down, but they disappeared from my notes.
You poker faced me so hard. You were like, yeah, oh, well, you'll get them. You'll figure it out. I was like, dang.
Oh goodness.
God.
Okay, cool.
That's
cool,
it.
cool.
I was just wondering. But
All right. Well, good job, everyone. So yeah, the next door opens, and again, you're met with a dark room. So now that you have it, is everyone good to continue on? Are there any questions, comments, or curiosities?
No, right now I wish to move forward.
Okay.
I don't care
Yeah.
about that.
Cool. All right. So everyone continues on through the next door. And again, the room is illuminated, this time not by candles, though. There are 8 green crystals embedded in the walls. You're in a circular room, and about every 5 to 7 feet spaced across the diameter of the room, a little towards the top. It's not super tall either. It's maybe like 7 or 8 feet tall. As you walk in, you're met by these green crystals. There's 8 of them around the top, and the walls and the what am I doing? Yeah, the walls and the ceiling have carvings all along them, and there's another picture that kind of goes with the theme of the room a little bit, and it's going to be this picture right here. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Let's focus in, camera. Oh, there we go. A little bit of something there. There we go. That'll work. Hopefully you can see that somewhat.
I'm good. What about you?
Yeah.
Need some extra time, Matt?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So yeah, you walk in and you see that on the wall there, and actually that design is the entire ceiling. It's that pattern that's carved into it. Real quick, let me refer to this. Cool. All right, and then when you walk in, you hear a sound, and you hear the room that you're in drops just for a few feet very, very suddenly, and there's a cushion to stop. When it falls, though, the door that you just came through is now sealed off entirely. It's very dim in the room, illuminated only by those crystals. On the wall in there, because we just got poetry all over the walls in this place. It's basically graffiti now. This is what you see. Let me send it. While you're reading this, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then I will have something exciting to tell you when I come back.
You passed the kidney stone.
Yay!
Yeah, I'll take this chance also to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Might as well.
Okay.
Oh, this is scary. Or somebody walking around out there.
Oh, careful.
Heard a door.
Sounds like a creeper to me. They probably went to the bathroom too. Yeah, I was I was throwing you in here, and then I was just like, oh dang, this one does have some lore specific stuff, and I thought about filling you in on all of it. I was like, I didn't want to like overwhelm you with like the sudden burst of stuff.
That's why I was being kind of quiet for the most part, because I don't
Yeah,
kind of feeling it out,
yeah.
Although that first word does unscramble into partially unscrambles into raisin.
True.
So
True.
that could have been something.
That being said, if you have any out of game questions that like maybe require more detailed answers or whatever, feel free to like text me even while we're playing, and then like I can talk to you personally, just to feed you some extra like guidance. I'll still let you solve stuff, but yeah, if you're just straight up stuck on something, and I know that there's maybe some lore behind it that would help you, I'm happy to drop hints and stuff as needed.
Okay.
But yeah, I've never made a tomb with like puzzles or traps before, so I was like, yeah, this is my first time doing this. Hope you're having fun though. We have over 300 followers on TikTok now.
Nice.
We just hit 200 like less than a week ago, and like I just made the little I made a little thank you video for 200, and now I'm like, well, crap, now I gotta do it again for 300. So
Yeah.
we shall see, but it's cool. Everyone's very nice and supportive, and it's a cool community of people that just like to share their ideas and stuff. Yeah.
People are for the most part. You'll get a butthole eventually, but
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, and I've had people that don't. I mean, I think you've seen a couple of them at TikTok. I don't know how many you've seen or watched, but I mean, there's definitely people that get on there and don't care for how how I design things, and there's some people that are like, oh, why don't you just do this instead, and that's fine. And I always just kind of address them with like, that's a great point, thank you. And then I just kind of like, I'm like, hey, but that's kind of the fun thing about DMing is that you do it your way and I'll do it my way, and it's like the author of a book. One is not for everyone. You got to find the right one for you.
Right.
And likewise, I have to find the right players for me, because not every player is going to be, looking for the stuff that I have to bring to the table. So, did Ben go to the bathroom too? Probably.
I don't know. I assume so.
I don't know. Matthew, what do you think of my puzzles so far?
They're fun.
I was just like, oh gosh, did I make these too complicated? I don't know. Maybe I made them too easy. Yeah.
Well, if I knew those words, I might have been able to help more.
Yeah.
It's true. Well,
No, they're good.
and the last one that y'all were stuck on with Terra, I genuinely couldn't remember there for a second, so that wasn't even role playing. I was just like, oh shoot, what is his name? But
Hell yeah. I remember the lady telling us like, oh yeah, these are the names of like all the people. I'm like, cool, that's cool. And I wrote it down. And I don't have that notebook right now. I don't know where it is. And I'm like, I'll find it. I told you before, you meanie head. Oh my gosh. I was like talking to you in confidence. I was like, oh yeah, so I mean, I don't have my notes, and I literally said I widowy said.
Widowy.
I said, yeah, I think those are important. You said they were important, but I'm sure I'll catch up. Like, I'll get right back into it. And you were like, yeah, you'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure, like, when I first introduced you guys to them, I was just like, this isn't going to seem like a lot now, but you might want it later on.
You said that. You were like, you want to know this? Like, you made her explain it to the T, like every single way. And I'm like, why is he explaining this? And I was like, why is he explaining it? I was like, oh, why is he explaining this?
And now it's like, okay.
But you know what's funny though is I'm not gonna forget this, even though I did write it down. Like I wrote it down. I'm not gonna forget.
Well, now there's like significance tied to those symbols. Before it was just like a fun fact, but now it's like, oh no, this is like, there's action to be taken with this knowledge now.
Yeah. Which it's also very interesting, the lore of it all. Like the quarter gods, who are they? Like ooh. Like
and
what?
I have answers. You'll learn more in time, obviously, but oh yeah, I got a whole lot of lore. So welcome back.
Premise.
Nothing. You're just in time. So yeah, you all step into the next room. You have that symbol that I showed you before that's on the ceiling, symbols carved all over the walls, along with that next writing. Everyone read that, correct? Or everyone scanned over it, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So yes, the room that you're in drops, the door behind it becoming a stone wall. And it's pretty dim in there, like I said, except for the green lighting that is surrounding you with the crystals. As you're looking at this, you feel immediate tension as now your exits have been cut off, and there are no doors and no windows, which offers you this interesting challenge. to find a way out. That's Haunted Mansion lines. But if it's any kind of inspiration for you guys to want to get out, Ejim, while you're standing there and you're taking in these very interesting runes and signs on the walls around you, it occurs to you, your socks are wet. And Jed and Daniel, your socks and boots are also wet. In fact, there's water up to your ankles, and then your stomach drops. You realize the room you're in is sinking underwater, and it is slowly filling up. Everyone roll initiative for me.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Your plus to initiative is your dex, right?
I think, yeah, I think so.
All right, I got a 23.
23? Nice. Okay. What you got?
10. My rolls are sorry.
The other game that I play in, every time I have a decent dex, and every time I roll for initiative, I roll huge on everything else. Every time I roll for initiative, it is under a 10, and I kid you not. I think I've gotten 19 one time, and then everything else has been 10 or lower. Everything else. So don't
I
feel
got
bad.
12.
All right.
You got 12? Okay. And then you and Artie. Okay, so starting with Matthew. Yeah, what do you want to do? And like I said, and kind of like with the mind illusion thing, I know I'm not giving you a whole lot, but by all means, if you have questions or you are, just let me know your thought processes, even if they're not complete thoughts, and I'm happy to feedback based on those.
One of the things that the walls that is written on the walls that is basically I'm taken to heart is obviously the first one says like only he who lives in the darkness shall gain the guidance of my light to pass this way. So lives in darkness, I'm kind of taking that as like, hey, don't light any lights. Do not let your mind be confused by your own assumptions. Try not to assume too much, you know what I mean? Like, so let's logic this one out, instead of making assumptions. Now go and prune away the branches that keep your eyes from seeing clearly the truth. Let all that does not need to be trimmed. So, and let not our minds be overwhelmed. So let's not think too hard about it, like I'm already doing. So I'll take a deep breath and I'm going to do a simple investigation check on the room. I'm going to move forward, not panicking as reading that. I'm just going to stop. I'm not even going to read the last line yet. And I'm just going to look at the room and see if I can find anything that's anything.
Okay.
I'm going to investigate the room.
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
That is a nat 20. Whoa!
Jeez.
You're 21, right?
With a total of 21, yes.
21. All right. Very good. As you're looking around, you're looking at the ceiling, you're looking at the floor that's now pretty coated in water. The water's up to about your shins now. And as it's filling up, you're looking, and the walls and ceiling are all designed with purpose. There are a lot of carvings in the stone, but you definitely see some on the ceiling. You see a couple of the shapes are a bit more separated than the other ones. They are part of the carving still, but they just look a little not out of place, but placed there, like they weren't cut from the same stone, possibly. You see that big swirling shape. I'm not sure if you doodled it or something. I can't show you again. It's against your rules, though. But yeah, you see.
Okay.
Those swirly shapes, and yeah. What does that make you think?
Okay. Repeat one more time because my brain's not working.
You're fine. I'm
Just
doing
like
kind of a mediocre
this
job
part
explaining.
thing on.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, you're
Um,
doing great. Just say it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the carvings on all the walls and the floor, they seem rather ordinary as far as they're just carvings in the stone. On the ceiling, particularly, the carvings are similar. However, certain parts of them, like in the big swirl design and the circle design, they
Mhm.
seem a bit more detached from the overall structure. Um, Still all connected, but yeah, they just seem like they were.
But not as stable, we'll say.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
a good way to put it?
Mhm.
Okay, I'll point that out. I'll point up to these on the ceiling, and I'll say those are not as stable as they look. These places in the walls, and I'll look over at Ejin and Artie and Daniel, and make eye contact with all, and be like, I think we don't need to panic, and I think that'll pretty much be my turn.
Okay. All right. Ben, we can move to you.
Alright.
So Daniel, which by the way, let me see. I am doing a countdown, so to speak, as the water fills up. So it's to your knees now.
Real quick, I just want to take a quick glance around. Is there any way, like, first of all, how far away are the crystals? Are they like high up on the wall, the crystals that are giving us light?
They're within arm's reach. They're maybe the ceiling's only about 7 feet high, and they're like just at the rim of the ceiling, so like 6 3/4 feet high. You know, like not high to reach at all.
Do I see any way to like turn them off, or are they just there?
You don't see a way to, yeah, you don't see any kind of mechanisms or knobs or anything. Interacting, if you were going to interact with them, I mean, what would you do if you're like testing for that? Are you feeling the wall around them? Are you touching the crystal? Are you touching this, you know, what is
the
Daniel doing
crystal
there?
if like attempting to either remove it or just like seeing if interacting with it would turn it off?
Gotcha. You put your hand around it and you kind of like, you try twisting it, you try pulling it. Nothing's really happening, although because of how dim they are, the room is noticeably darker little bit as your hand covers it.
Matthew, you muted. He might know. You think he's talking to someone? Never mind.
Oh, okay. He's literally talking to someone.
So the things on the ceiling, they look like they're like they can easily be like knocked out of place or something like that.
Something like that. Something like that. I know that doesn't tell you too much. But yeah, they look like structurally there's some kind of a passage, or you know, like that's probably the direction to go. Yeah.
I'm back, by the way.
Hi, welcome back.
I doubt throwing a weapon at the thing would probably work, so very tempted to do it.
Always one way to find out.
Yeah, screw it. Yeah. I'll throw my axe at the thing.
Okay. Do you want to do an attack roll for it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
That's low. That might hit. That's going to be 11.
Yeah, I mean that'll hit. That'll hit, and then yeah, roll damage for it. I mean, it's a wall. There is like no AC, so basically just roll damage.
That's
for
going
it.
to be 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yep.
All right. You throw your axe at it, and you chip off just a tiny sliver of the rock. It's very solid still. Even if it is like possibly thinner or made of a different type of rock, it's still very, very solid. Yeah, you broke away just a little bit of it, but no other big result from it.
That's probably not the way we need to do it, so. One last thing. I'm gonna attempt to like put water on the crystal to see what happens.
Water on the crystal?
Yep.
Okay. You splash some water up on into your hand, you put it on.
Yep.
It runs off, and the light is pretty unaffected by it. Just a wet crystal.
So it's not time that's going to do this then. All right, I'll end my turn.
Then Ejin, we're to you.
Well, first of all, I stopped.
Water is about thigh high now, by the way.
Thigh high.
Yeah.
Okay. I start crying again. No, I was thinking exactly what Daniel was thinking. Let's get these things turned off. Go with what the words are saying. That he who lives in darkness will gain the guidance of my light to pass this way. So we want to live in darkness for a little bit and see what happens. But he was not successful in turning those off or moving them. I don't know what else to try to do that. I mean, have we felt all the way around the walls and all? It says circular room, right?
Mm-hmm.
So have we felt all the way around the walls and examined every bit of it?
Not really. If you want to do an investigation roll for that, you're welcome to do that. If you want to mess with the lights or the the crystals, just tell me what you want to do for those. And
well, I'll tell you what, I've got a dagger.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can pry a crystal out of the wall.
Okay, you can try that. Give me a strength check for that.
Strength. Oh, crap,
Yeah.
it's like my worst.
Mine too.
Oh, 7.
7.
Yeah, I hate rolling these D8s so much. I'm kidding.
So you put your dagger in and you try prying it out, but it just chips your dagger ever so slightly. No other effect.
Crud.
Mhm.
All right. So we're up to our thighs. What if I get on my hands and knees and feel around the floor, especially around the edges? Just feel through the water since I can't really see through the water so good.
Okay. Do an investigation roll.
Okay. What would that be in my language here?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. All right. 18.
18. All right. You're feeling around the bottom of it, feeling for any kind of buttons or levers or just anything. Your hands are very wet and the water is not particularly clear. It's rather murky. But you feel around for a bit and your hands just meet wet stone all the way around the walls on the bottom.
Okay.
And let me see. I think that was your second action. So yeah, I mean, you got one more if you would like to do anything else or whatever. And like I said, as you guys are thinking this out, because we're doing a kind of an abstract puzzle thing where I have the visuals and you guys are just based off of my descriptions, to avoid lack of detail and make sure you guys are getting exactly what you need, just let me know your thought processes. Like, even if it's just a passing thought or curiosity, anything that I can appropriately help with, I'm happy to.
Well, I had 2 thoughts. One was, let's get it dark in here.
Okay.
But I can't seem to accomplish that. The second thing was go against what traditional thought would tell you and just let it fill up. And then see what happens. But you get one chance at that, I suppose.
And out of sheer curiosity, everything that you just said, are you saying that out of game, like to the players, or are you saying that in game amongst the...
I guess it was kind of out of game, really, just thoughts that I had. I mean, I was just doing what you just said, just kind of giving you thoughts. I mean, where Daniel was going and where I was going was trying to get the lights out, but we can't seem to do that. I don't know what else to try. I mean, I could attack the ceiling as well, but I don't feel like that would
Mhm.
accomplish anything.
I gotcha.
So I'm kind of out of ideas at this point.
Okay. And you said you did communicate that in game and out of game, or which I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but like like it can affect.
Yeah. I
them.
guess I would say in game I probably would have thrown those
Okay.
thoughts past my co-conspirators here.
Okay.
And
Because I think so far what we've been doing is pretty much anything we talk about, unless it's like me giving hints or something.
right.
I think pretty much everything we talk about has been like our characters also say it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
I
to
think
cover it. So we'll do it that way. So
Can I know it's not my turn, but can I attempt to tell them something real quick?
yeah, that's fine.
All right, yeah. We can't seem to turn them off, but maybe the best. I see two options here: either A, let the water fill up, or B, try to cover all the crystals. So try to make the room as dark as possible.
Or C, close our eyes.
Can I do something?
Well, it would be Artie's turn and then back to you. Artie this time is just kind of like listening, and he's also claustrophobic, so he's kind of freaking out a little bit, and he's like, okay. I'm good with really any plan right now. I would just rather not. I'd really like to not drown though. That would be brilliant, actually. So yeah, Matthew. Yeah, what are you thinking?
First thing I'm gonna do, guys, is see if this works.
To the hips, by the way.
Huh?
To the hips.
To the hips. Yeah. Let me do something, and then we have to kind of take this riddle into our minds. I'm gonna take out my candle, and I'm gonna use prestidigitation and light the candle so there's light in the room, and I'm gonna see what happens to the crystals.
Okay. Are you just doing the just
Yes.
kind of
So it'll be like you'll see me pull out a candle, you'll see me snap my fingers, and it will light with flame, and I will look immediately at the crystals to see what they do.
Gotcha. Interestingly enough, when you illuminate the flame and you're looking around you, the glare of the flame off of the stone and the water around you, it kind of messes with your contrast of your vision a little bit, and you kind of lose detail actually a little bit in the stones and the design.
Gotcha.
A little bit. So it's kind of weird.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll turn to everyone and say, I think the darkness, these lights that are already in here, are the lights that we are already provided with. We did not walk in with torch, we walked in the darkness. So I will use prestidigitation, put it out. And then
Could have just stuck it in the water.
These lights, are they in a certain they're in a certain pattern, correct?
They're about 5 to 6 feet apart, just in circulating the room. There's 8 of them total.
Okay, I'm gonna walk around in the path of the lights, stepping kind of like looking up and then looking down and stepping in kind of like where it touches the water, reflects off the water. I want to step in that exact location to each stone if I can, around in a circle.
Okay. All right. And what's your goal behind that? Just curiosity.
Just to see what would happen, where it leads me, where this path leads me.
Gotcha. I mean, you start walking around, following kind of the points where the lights are at, and as you're looking up, there's not a whole lot revealed to you. The green glow is illuminating, that corner area where it goes onto the ceiling and then the wall around it. But it's a pretty faint glow, and it leaves the room mostly dark, but still illuminated with a green glow. You're not seeing any particular signs or signals at the moment.
Okay. And then the last thing I think I want to do, for I have seen much of these things in my hands shall be a stain upon them, for I will turn tranquility to chaos in the minds of men and confuse them to stubble on their own feet. I will make their minds like opposing armies. Confused by your own assumptions, so don't assume anything. Now these weak points, Where are they in relation to the symbol?
The weak points that you can see are particularly around like I don't know if you drew the symbol or anything.
I did.
Okay, I was gonna say the circle part of it, that seems to stand out the most.
Mhm. Am I seeing any numbers or any writing inside of those things or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Belly button, by the way.
I will. Now go and prune away the branches that keep your eyes. Is there anything that do I recognize this text at all? Like, if I read it in a book, have I seen it anywhere? Is this like the newest thing in the world to me?
It's brand new. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No real context clues.
Got you. And I don't know who Prado is.
You don't. I mean, you've just been told it's the last born quarter god.
The lastborn.
Yeah. He's the sundown one. Ouch.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
How many crystals are there?
There are 8.
How close are they, like next to one another? Like
About 5 or 6 feet apart from each other.
Okay.
Is any of them different than the others?
Nope.
Matthew,
They're all,
did you end your turn, Matthew?
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Okay. So Ben, we're officially back to you, and we are just below the nipple line, everyone.
I'm gonna go over to one of the crystals and try to rip it out of the wall. Through those branches.
Okay. Do you want to do a strength check for me, or what check do you think would correspond best?
A strength. I feel like I'm ripping it out of the wall. So.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
That would be a. I think that's an unnatural 20. Yeah, that's a 20. That's a unnatural 20. So.
Gotcha. You go to just lodge your muscular hands in there, and your fingers, as the water's getting higher, your anxiety is raising, and you're getting more. You're starting to get a little heated. You reach in, and you manage to get your fingers just into the stone, but not enough to rip it out. So you break away. Your fingers are hurting a little bit now, and you've just kind of cracked the stone just a little bit.
All right, can't remove the crystal, so I'm gonna like if I don't know if I have cloth on me, but I think I have some spare clothes on me, I think. So I'm going to start ripping that up and cover up the crystal.
And based on where you stand, theoretically you have like 2 crystals in your range. If you're holding the cloth up, do you want to do that to 1 or 2 crystals?
Well, I'll do it to 1 first, see what happens, and do it to the second if I see a change.
Okay. So you put your torn cloth over one of the crystals, and at first nothing seems to really happen. There's no sounds, nothing like that. The water is still rising. But as you're covering it, you do notice ever so slightly a little tinge of like glowing something on the ceiling, like maybe some kind of a bioluminescent paint or something, just a speckle of it on the ceiling.
All right, I'll cover the second crystal then.
Cover the second crystal, and now you see there's more of it, and it's actually designing a line, just a little bit. You maybe got like a foot of a line on the ceiling.
Cover the crystals. It's look to the sky. It's some secret there. As I end my turn.
Okay. How does everyone feel about that? Are you on board
Yeah.
with that?
Yeah, we'll start covering
For us, 2 hands apiece, we can cover them all.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good for me. Everyone else good with that too?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Cool. So everyone, Artie, Daniel, Jed, and golly, I always forget Ejon.
Ejon.
Well, Ejon, yeah, you put your hands up over the crystals, and slowly all the green light fades to pitch blackness around you, and you just hear the water, which now is hitting your collarbones. As the darkness fills up, slowly but surely, as your eyes adjust to the darkness, you do see blue light from some kind of a paint or design, and it's creating a spiral on the ceiling. And you wait a little bit longer, and that spiral leads straight to a glowing blue handprint on that circle on the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
And actually, it is Ejon's turn now.
All right. Can I reach the ceiling? You said it's about 7 feet?
Yeah.
So I'll put my hand on the handprint.
You put your hand on the handprint?
Of course, I'd have to walk away from the crystals, I guess. So I'm not sure how that would work. But I know where it's at.
I would say you know where it's at.
Yeah.
And so you wade over, the water is now about neck high. You press your hand to the blue, and you hear it give as you now feel the rock there has unlodged, and you can shift it over to an opening.
Okay.
So it is open now. It is big enough to climb through also.
I climbed through it.
All right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I mean, you're out. Do you guys want to stay in the wet room and let it keep going up, or do you want to climb out afterwards?
No, I think, I don't know if I speak for everyone, but I think we cheer. Like, yeah! And we all start going up through the opening.
That's fair to me.
Guessing we're out of initiative, I'm gonna go over there and like help like everyone up first, and then just like ask.
Yeah, I'll reach down. I'll reach down and help you up at the very
Yep.
end.
Gotcha. Cool.
Like
cool.
I'll make sure Jed and Artie like prop them up with my hand, make sure they can climb through, and then to get pulled up by myself.
And you guys get out just in the nick of time. By the time that Daniel, you get out last. By the time you're out, you were about chin height in there. So you guys made it. So good job, everyone. Woo! Okay. All right. We're making strides. We're making progress. Very, very good. When you climb out of, let me find what I'm looking for real quick. Yeah, when you climb out of the chamber, if you will, there's a narrow hallway in front of you. You now recognize that where you're standing is, it's designed that way to whoever climbs out, now they're back on the correct path. So you climb out, and there's a narrow way in front of you, and green torches once again illuminate to one more dark room ahead. And yeah, we're out of initiative now, so if you guys have comments or anything you want to do kind of prior to entering the next room, or questions or thoughts, you can just say them as they come to you.
I'll be laughing like, oh goodness. And we're soaking wet, so I'm like wiping water off, as best as I can. And I'm happy to have gotten out of there. And I'll look at Daniel and be like, good thinking. Definitely only he who lives in darkness shall gain the guidance of the light of this path this way. I think the rest of it all was there to confuse us.
Maybe. Good. Awesome. So, and then Ejon and Daniel, do you guys want to do anything or have any questions or comments before the next room?
I'm just like any part of my I think I'm leather armor right now, but any part that's just like cloth, I'm just like taking it off real quick and getting the water out.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, is everyone set to enter the next one? As best you know? Cool. All right. So you enter, and same thing as you enter the next room. This one is larger. It's wider and it's longer as well. Ahead you see another door. No actual gate or door for it. It's just a doorway open. And on the walls of this room, there is another picture or symbol. And tell me when everyone's happy with what they've
I'm
seen.
good.
You're good.
Sure.
One
Okay.
sec. Okay.
Cool. So yeah, you go on through there, and let me. Yeah. Okay. On the floor ahead of you, illuminated by the green torches, there is a walkway of large tiles that are like 5x5 square tiles. There are
Feet or 5 inches?
feet.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, that was a good question. I should have clarified. So thank you for asking that. But yeah, there are 4 rows or 4 columns. Well, I'm trying to get my brain wrapped around it, but I'll show you guys here in a second. Let me do this better. There are 5 columns or 4 rows going in front of you. And on each of these 5x5 tiles that make up the entire floor, there are a series of numbers leading from you to the door beyond. And it looks like it looks like this. Send that to you. And let me get my notes straight because I feel like I'm missing something.
Where are these numbers?
So these are, and I'm sorry, I'm double checking myself real quick so I can make sure I'm getting you guys exactly what you need. Oh, that's probably what I did wrong. Okay, let me make sure I have everything that I. There we go. Okay, that's better. That's better. I kind of thought that I made a mistake for a second, and then I was like, "Oh my gosh, did I just butcher this one?" No, I didn't. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, each of these numbers, from bottom to top, is nearest to you to farthest to you. Each of those numbers is a tile. They're all right against each other. They're 5x5, and on the wall, across the room from you, is once again another poem / clue, whatever you want to see it as. And that looks like this. And this is what you're given. And yeah, any questions based on that? I like making you guys read. It's fun for me.
I don't see any.
Figured this one out.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Shut up, Matthew.
I won't say anything. I'll let someone
No,
else.
Matthew, if you figure it out, I want you to claim that, okay? You know what?
Oh, wait 1 second.
Can Jed? I don't know how to do this. Can
Do
I
all of that would.
walk on the path that I think you know what I'm looking at, Doug?
If you feel confident,
I'm extremely confident. Wait, yeah, I'm extremely confident. Okay.
Actually, I think I figured this out too.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so one at a time. So we'll just start with Matthew since you spoke up first. Tell me in order what number you want to step on, and
Okay.
I will tell you what happens.
Okay. And I'll tell everyone, I'll say, I think Jed, Matthew's laughing, but I think it's clever. But I would say Jed grew up with a bunch of tricksters and riddles and stuff. And I think he would have seen something like this before. So he's gonna be like, stay back. I want to see if this is as simple as it seems. It might be more complicated. And the first number he's gonna step on is 5.
You put your foot down on the stone, and you feel some kind of a give from
Okay.
the surrounding tiles. Yours does hold up.
Okay. I'll a little bit more confidently step on 1. But not like super confident, but a little bit more confidently.
You put your foot down, and your step echoes. It is safe, though.
Okay. And then I'm going to confidently, I'm going to like after that one, he'll go and like bow his chest out, and he'll step on the next one, 4.
Safe.
And then he's going to go to 3.
Jed makes it across.
Okay, cool.
Dang it, Matthew!
I'm sorry. Listen,
Okay, so
I
so
read
out of
Sherlock Holmes, okay?
So out of curiosity, do both of you also have it? Because I could tell from his face he got it right away.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Okay. No, I know it. Okay.
So Ben,
What was that?
when you think you have it, tell me the numbers you step on as you do them. And I will just tell you safe, and if you're not safe, I'll tell you something else.
So I actually think I lost the last one.
One way to find out.
Who waits down below? Hellish fires do below.
I think, and before you go, Ben, I think Jed would tell y'all, but I don't.
You don't want to tell us. It's
No, I as a player don't want to tell you because I
Yeah,
found
yeah,
out
yeah.
so fast. So Doug, allow me this. It would be fun. Let's just say if you make it to the other side, you for some reason cannot communicate with the people behind you, like magically.
So I will say this. I'll make it an in-game thing. If y'all don't like this, keep in mind this is Matthew's fault from now on. So
I'm sorry.
beyond the passageway, once you reach over it, the spell silence is cast in that area, meaning no sound can leave or come into that area from there.
So
Okay.
I'll turn around and I will tell you the answer, and this is what it looks like.
What's the last one?
And I'm just gonna pitch this in real quick, only because it's so funny, and this might ruin the entire process of us just making silence. You could just hold up numbers on your hand, though, Matthew.
I know.
Okay. As long as you know that, I'm not. You do with your character what you want, but Ben, I mean, we don't also have initiative right now, so if either
Okay,
of you
first
want
thing
to-
I'm going to step. No, wait, that's not. No, wait. Fine.
Or throwing things.
No, I can't actually do what I was thinking. Wait 1 second. Lies intelligence.
Ejin, you have any thoughts or curiosities about this one in
I have a
particular?
feeling it's not going to be the same for all of us.
I'm stumped.
You're stumped.
hmm
Well, Jed could
Okay, I'm
help.
gonna be honest.
you.
At first,
He's
I thought I had
fine.
similar stats, but two of
Yeah,
my
I don't-
stats here are 0, so, and 0 is not an option. So
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think Jed would leave y'all hanging that far. So he'll wave out at you and get your attention.
I don't know where you got those numbers from.
And he's gonna yell at you, like try to like yell the answer. And he'll hold a thumbs up.
Can I attempt to read his lips?
Yeah, do a okay, there's two ways I could do this. I could have you do a perception check. Or, well, yeah, let's just do that. We'll have you do a perception check. Jed, roll a performance check.
Oh, I'm good at performance.
And I want to see what the
That is a
combined-
20 in perception, not natural.
Hey, there you go.
And Dad, if you want to go ahead and roll that as well, that would be a was that an intelligence roll? Perception? What'd you get?
7.
7. Okay.
I got a 14 in performance.
14 in performance. Okay. And Ben, what'd you get?
20 in perception, not natural.
Okay. So Jed, you just mouth it to them like you would.
Sorry, there's not a lot of light in here.
No, you're fine.
he's like sharing it, but he's also making it hard on purpose. He's like, oh man, I got that way too fast. I don't want Doug to be upset.
I'm sorry.
He feels so bad for me that I got it so quickly. So
Well, I mean, I know where he walked,
Mhm.
but is it the same for everybody? Because I don't know why he walked there.
What did I get? I feel like were you able to discern his words with my 20 perception?
what did you get based on what he just did? Just let me ask you that. I meant for you to tell me, not to.
I don't know. That's the problem. I can't physically read lips.
It's like I can't read lips.
Does he
Like
say
I feel like
that?
my character could, but
Would
I
Daniel
can't.
say
So.
that? Would Daniel say out loud, "I can't read lips"?
I feel like my character could, but me physically, I can't.
Okay, so let's do it this way, because just because he got it, I don't want to make it too easy. So here's what we'll do.
Can I discern certain words from it, but not all of them?
Okay, so Ben, based on your role, I
Mhm.
will say that you understood, and just for common communication, we'll say that you also communicate this to Ejin as well.
Mhm.
The first two numbers that you know definitely, based on what he said,
Mhm.
are 5 and 1.
So okay, I can just step on the numbers that he stepped on probably then.
Okay, and one person can fit per letter, so or per number. So do you want to move up to 5 and then 1?
Yes.
Okay. So just to make it extra dramatic, tell me that you step on 5. Tell me definitely what number you step on. I need to hear you say it.
I don't know how I got these numbers. Wait.
Which, by the way, as you guys are up near the beginning of this passage, although it's fairly quiet in here, from under the ground in that area, you definitely hear something moving deep within under the tomb, below the floor. A lot of
Where
somethings.
did you get these numbers from? I can get one. I can get where you got 1 from, but that's the only one I can get.
It comes down to, do you trust your own intuition or your friends? And just for some inspiration or some encouragement, Daniel and Ejin, talk to each other and brainstorm a little bit. I mean, y'all are in the same place. That's just more of an encouragement. Try working together a little bit. Let's see what you guys are getting from this.
I'm getting 0. I have nothing. I have no clue.
I feel like I was able to figure out 1 because it's the only thing in here that has a number is the second one, which is 1. But I don't know where he got the other numbers from.
Oh, I see what you're saying from the.
Yeah, only 1 try. So
I got it.
the second one is 1, so I
Yeah.
feel like I'm on the right track, but I have no idea where I got the other number from.
Yeah, I absolutely have it.
No.
That's what you said.
Okay, so
Why am I
Ejin,
getting stumped? I
Ejin.
know, apparently I'm on the right path, but I can't.
So,
Well, yeah. Where'd you get? You said the second one's 1, right?
Yeah,
So where'd you get that from?
the second one, it says only 1 try.
Oh, I see.
Am I missing it?
okay, so while
Yeah,
we're waiting on this,
I know it obviously now, but I don't know if we want to.
so-
I can tell them.
Got it.
So Ejin, and do what you want to do. But same rules. Tell me when you decide to step. Tell me what number, and I will tell you what happened. And we're not doing turn initiative, so you can go one after another, or you can do one at a time and take a break or whatever.
I'll step on 5,
You are safe.
and then I'll step on 1,
Safe.
and then I'll go to 4,
Safe.
and then I'll go to 3.
Okay, no, I figured it out.
Okay, so now you're across, and you both look back at Artie and Daniel. Daniel, what do you think it is now?
All right, I'll step on 5,
Safe.
1,
Safe.
4,
Safe.
3.
Safe.
And he's
All the way across.
Oh man, okay, I get it. Yep, I understand now.
Y'all got it from my hand signals, right? Sorry, I was trying to tell you earlier. I just went for it. My bad.
I got half of it from your hand signals.
you were.
Artie follows the lead, and he hops 5, 1, 4, 3, and once he lands over there with you guys, you all kind of nod to each other like, okay, cool. And out of sheer curiosity, Artie turns back and looks at the tiles, and he picks up a big rock that's just like sitting on the ground over here, and he leans over and he just kind of tosses it at one of the tiles, and it crumbles through, and below you see a sea of moving black beetle roach creatures, just no floor. It's pure black, and you hear and they're just crawling around, writhing in the darkness below. Good steps, everyone. Good steps. Man, Matthew hopped on that so fast. And okay, so Dad, I know you saw. So Ben,
Yeah.
did you get it? Did you solve it, or did you just follow?
No,
I
solved it.
think I solved it.
How do you think you solved it? I know you did, Dad. I can tell based on your reaction.
Absolutely.
I'm just curious. This is no shame. I'm just curious what you got out of it, Ben.
So I think the first letter of each paragraph corresponded to the number.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, that's correct. Did you read in each paragraph each of the first letters downward?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what I meant.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, you guys got it. Good
I
job.
don't know how you got discerned 4 and 5 for the third one.
You don't know what?
Well, the 4 and 5 is on both.
Oh, sorry, you didn't get it. Okay, so it says friend or foe. So read it like this, Ben. Friend, intelligence, villains, endless. If you take the first letter out of every single one of those words, it's 5. Only, no, enter. That's 1.
Oh.
Fearlessly, only, under, remember.
Yeah,
That's
there it
4.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. So the
3,
reason
yeah.
I know that is kind of meta. So I'm sorry. That's why I was
5,
like, Jed
1.
has hung out with people who've played tricks on him
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
1,
No,
4,
I mean,
3. Yep,
it's-
it's right there. Yep. Okay, man.
Yeah.
I only saw the first letters. I didn't even. Okay.
Yeah.
I was
think
staring at the numbers so hard I didn't look at the words.
Yeah,
But
I read I think it was in a Sherlock's Holmes or like a mystery that I've read in the past, but it's the same thing. It's like a really easy code, and every single time that Doug has put one of these on the screen, I have literally the first thing I do is read every single letter down. That's the first thing I do anytime I see anything. I'm like, are there any hidden
Right
words?
there.
It
Are
worked.
there hidden words?
It worked. It gets the job done. Okay, awesome. Well, you guys made it through and everything. As you guys are getting used to it at this point, there is another chamber beyond. There's another room that opens up. This one, you go into it, the lights illuminate. This time, however, the torches are not all green. They are multiple different colors. In fact, I'm about to list some colors, and I want you guys to write them down just so you can remember. And the positioning doesn't matter, the order doesn't matter. So give me a thumbs up when everyone is set.
Mhm.
Set. Okay, cool. So there is a pink. There's a purple. There's a maroon red, or just red, it doesn't really matter. There's a blue, a green, and a yellow. When you walk into this chamber, you're met with a triangular shaped room, but there is a flat wall in front of you with another doorway and a gate that needs to be open. On the floor in front of that gate is a white flame, kind of like outside, where you guys were earlier. On the walls, with a non-lit torch in front of each of them, there are 3 images. And these are the images that you see. Sending now. So in front of each of those 3 symbols is a torch mounted on the wall that is not lit. And then on the other part of the wall, there are those 6 torches of multiple colors that I told you about. And actually, I totally goofed up. Forget the white flame in the middle. It's just the torches and the multicolored torches. The white flame disappears. It realizes that it's not needed for this. But yeah, this is what you're presented with. No carvings, no wording on the wall. Which you guys are doing excellent, by the way. So very good job, all of you.
Okay.
Yeah, no turn initiative.
What were those colors? Like what were the colors of? Like I know the colors, but I don't know what. Like are they just like flames? On the wall colors, like tablet.
So,
Yeah, what are they?
so I'll give you the key to this puzzle, but it's still gonna take you guys' effort. And like I said, Matthew's proven very good at taking notes and stuff, so he might have this like that. But it is going to take a team effort, as there could be consequences for getting this wrong. The challenge,
The last one for getting it wrong.
well, this one will be a bit more direct. Each of these symbols that I've shown you, one thing that each of them, or the one thing that all of them have in common, is they have a black background. They have no color belonging to them. These are the same symbols that you saw in the previous 3 rooms. Your challenge is to remember what color belongs to them.
Hmm.
Well, you say remember, but the picture's right here.
Well, I didn't send the picture unless you took a screenshot. Which you may have. Which, did you take a screenshot? Because I mean that's allowed. I mean I didn't say not to. So, did you take a screenshot?
Of the pyramids?
No, not the pyramids.
Some of the things he showed us on his phone, the
Mhm,
Symbols.
what I would
Oh,
call
those
it.
colors.
Mhm.
I didn't realize those had colors. I was just looking at the symbol themselves. Scheisse. I was not looking at those colors.
I think the symbols, if I remember, the only one I think I remember, the only two. I'm guessing on one. The other one I'm kind of certain. The first symbol I believe, which was the symbol that looks like here. I'll describe it. It's got the 3 squiggles at the top with the line going through it.
Yeah,
And
the
then
one.
it's got things that look like wings at the bottom. I'm pretty sure that one was red. The one for the second room.
I know what color that one was. I think.
Yeah, the one that kind of looks like the waterbender element.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom again real quick, so I'll be right back.
Okay. I think that one was. Wait, you go ahead and say what it was.
I think it was blue
Agent.
for the
I thought it was blue too.
the water the
Okay.
water room. Yeah,
I think it was
Yeah.
blue. The
because the
problem
hammer was
is,
blue.
I don't remember the color of the one we just went through.
Yeah.
I want to say yellow.
Was it yellow?
My brain says yellow. I don't know if it was yellow.
I don't know. I don't even remember it having a color, but it must have.
Yeah, I don't remember there being colors at all. I was focused on the symbol.
I was too focused on the symbol, which
Yeah.
is. I know that the first one was red. I know that this. I'm pretty sure because of Ejin that the second one was blue, but the third one,
Okay.
it's either green or yellow. I think.
I don't think it would be green because green's the main color of everything here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's green either, but I don't know.
I
I
want
have
to
all
say it's
the
going to be red, blue, yellow.
Red, blue, yellow.
Okay,
I'm
I'm pretty
none of us
good.
are paying attention to the colors, so that's unless you guys want.
I gotta say the red kind of looked pink to me.
Gotcha.
Good point. I don't, but it would make sense to be red, blue, yellow though because of the pyramids. Those are the colors of the other 3 pyramids.
Not sure it has anything to do with those necessarily.
I don't know either. I'm just pointing it out.
Right.
Heck yeah.
But looking at the pyramid, the 3 dots that are above the one that we're in are pink, blue, and red.
And red. I think I agree with that. Because if you think the first one was pink, I think, and this is just because it's a little bit in there, I think the last symbol might have been red.
It might.
Maybe.
We're pretty sure about the blue being second.
100%. I'm almost 100% certain.
We might be color like connecting blue with water, and that might be why we're so confident with blue.
Well,
Also-
I don't think so
Also,
because
just side note, I resent the pictures and I just put numbers on them, just that way when you guys tell me what you want to do, we can differentiate like which symbol is which. So that's all that is.
All right, we're good. Thank you.
Okay.
now is that the order they appeared in the
That
story?
is not
No.
because like third was second, second was first, and first was last.
So the one with the wings at the bottom, that was the first one, right?
Yes.
Second was yeah.
So I'm going to confidently say, I'm not choosing yet, as long as the group is cool with it. I think the first one, because of the pyramid and the fact that my brain wasn't comprehending the color 100%, I'm gonna say it was pink.
I think so too.
All right.
You're saying image 1 with the wing thing is pink?
One
Yeah,
second.
Looks like a crossed out no symbol kind of.
Wait, you talking about
It's-
image 1 or
it's-
image 2?
It's image 2.
Image 2, yep, that's what I thought. Yeah.
You're saying image 2 is pink?
Image 2 is pink.
Yes.
Well, when everyone feels like they agree on something, tell me what you do to finalize that decision.
Okay, let's all agree on all the colors, and then we'll do them all at the same time.
Right. So image number, what was that? 2.
Yep.
So we think that was pink. I think that the second image was, I don't remember which image it was.
Image number 3, the water symbol. It's got a circle. It's 3, so it's got the circle, and then it's got the swoopies like water. I think that one was blue.
3 was blue.
Doug, quick question.
Yes.
These 3 symbols, are they connected? Well, okay. First question beforehand. The 4 gods, are they only in this island where they're worshipped a lot? Or are they, like, global gods?
They're globally recognized as being the creators of this planet, of this world. They are so old though that there's as you can imagine, there's a lot of skepticism that they even existed. But based on where you are and the things you've encountered lately, you're a lot more inclined to believe the old legends.
I want to make a history or religion check to figure out if I can figure out if these symbols are in any way related to any of the specific gods. If I ever found it in the past or not.
Yeah, do a history check for me.
History. That's going to be a natural 20. So 22.
22. So, to the best of your memory, when you remember hearing about the old gods back in school and just common lore, word of mouth, the colorations, they're kind of unsure for you. The symbols, however, you can tell the symbols themselves are correlated to the 3 daughters of Ferox. Each of the quarter gods have offspring that are rumored to live here on this planet, be part of it. Some would call them demigods, some call them titans. Who knows? But each of these 3 symbols that you can see, you recognize to be correlated with his 3 daughters, one of which is, oh man, I have names for them. I'm just going to summarize them. I have actual names. Don't quote me on these ones. One of them is essentially his daughter, who is ruler of the sea and all the creatures within it. His actual firstborn daughter is the Queen of the Wood, and she is, as you can imagine, the queen of nature, plants, and all of those who inhabit them. And some people say that she actually created humans. That's debatable depending on what your religious upbringing was. Then the last symbol is the symbol of the Queen of Beasts, specifically monsters and creatures, not humans and not animals, the things in between.
Cryptids.
Yeah, more or less cryptids, yeah.
Alright, so
I know that didn't help much in pertaining to this challenge, but yeah. You feel pretty confident blue is for the water one, though.
yes, that is exactly what I'm
feels
feeling.
pretty
Yeah, like
good.
definitely the first one is definitely the third one. Sorry, the third one is definitely blue.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Number 3 is blue. Yeah.
Yes.
Blue.
Number
Let's-
2 we've decided is pink then. So number 1, can we all agree was red?
I believe it was.
Number 1
Daniel?
that would be the beasts. Yes, I suppose that would be the best option.
So is everyone in agreement on what they want to do?
Yeah, I'll take the pink torch, and I think we're all going to do it at the same time. Are we in
Yep.
agreement?
Yeah. I'll
I'll take the red one.
okay, I got blue.
So you're doing red, blue, and what color? You said pink.
Yes.
Well, pink's first.
Okay.
I mean,
And
in the game it was.
we're doing pink 1.
Pink 2.
Pink is-
Yeah, red
Blue
1,
3.
pink 2, blue 3.
yes.
so Daniel and Jed, you guys are the ones holding the well, you all take your torches with the corresponding colors and you go and you light them, and they all catch with the corresponding color that you have. Daniel and Jed, the torches that you lit sputter ever so slightly, and immediately there's a feeling that drops over the room like something's not right.
Scheiße.
Suddenly the pink and the red flames, and they kind of lash out and drop to the stone floor and start rising into columns, and you are faced with two fire beings, fire elementals in fact. They stand there. Everyone roll initiative. You got it wrong. Except for the blue one. The blue one was right.
17.
11.
I got a natural 20, but it does turn into a 19 because I don't have good initiative.
Okay.
And that was 2 natural 20s in a row.
Nice.
Heck yeah, man.
Okay, so I'm sorry, you got nat 20, and then Matthew and Dad, you got what?
I
I
got,
got
17.
11. I'm sorry.
11. Okay.
17.
17, 11. Okay. That. All right, Ben, you rolled the highest for initiative, and these creatures are they're hovering towards you, and the warmth of the colored light is illuminating the entire room as they approach. It is your turn though, so take your actions.
Are they obviously hostile? Like if I waited for them to do something, they would attack? Obviously.
Yeah, they ain't coming here to cuddle up and be a warm little toasty campfire. They're here to burn you.
I'm actually going to ignore the one in front of me for now and focus on the one in front of Jed and attack that one.
Okay. All right, go for
That's going to be that's bad.
it.
This increase. I'm gonna use my great sword, obviously. That'd be 5. Yep. So it's gonna be 13 to hit.
13 to hit. That will hit. And let me know the damage for it.
That's going to be that's low. 6 damage.
6. Okay, nice.
I'm gonna use my
You're using a
paladin
greatsword,
ability to like do a ping and figure out what exactly these things are. It can only tell undead, celestial, fiend, desecrated, and consecrated things. So
Okay. Well, I don't know what all of those are by the book definitions. But I can tell you that based on how you read this, you detect them as being undead, actually. They seem to be humanoid spirits that have somehow been connected to this tome to protect it, and they just happen to be, their souls are encapsulated in the essence of fire itself.
well, in
when
that case,
Yeah.
when I hit, I will also use one of my spell slots.
Okay.
I don't know if I used a spell slot beforehand.
What is it?
Well, I'm not using a spell. I'm using my paladin ability, Smite, to
Okay.
I use a spell slot to roll another D8 of damage. I think. Okay, I gotta find it.
Okay.
Yep, an extra D8, and if they are undead or fiends, I do an extra D8, so that's 2D8.
Okay, and is that on top of the damage you already did?
It is on top of the damage, yes.
Go for it.
I think I had all my spells. I currently have 2 out of 3. I think I should have all of them back.
Mhm.
Are you okay with that? It's not what I have put down, but I think I should have all of my spell slots back.
Yeah, I mean everything you used in the last session, it all came back. So yeah, you're good.
Yeah, okay. So that's going to be also 10 radiant damage.
Okay, what kind of damage does it say?
Radiant.
Nice. So when you go to do your attack, you swing with your greatsword, and on top of the pure, yes, Jed, yeah.
Did you roll 3d8, Ben?
No, I rolled 2d8.
One more.
Oh, would it be 3d8?
It would be 3, bro.
You auto get 2 for regular first level, but with the fiend you get 1 more, so it's 3.
Plus, you can sacrifice.
Also, I'm so
plus-
sorry. Ben, are you using a greatsword?
I'm using greatsword.
Are you using a d12 to roll that damage?
No, I'm using 2d6.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Awesome. Just making sure.
No, yeah. Matthew is right. It's 1d8 plus 1d8 for every spell slot, which would make it 2, plus another d8 for
It's
So you get 1 more.
3d8.
Yeah.
that's another d8, and that's going to be that's going to be 14 radiant damage. Thank you, Matthew. I was wrong on that.
So, okay.
14
so-
plus 4, I think, so 18.
Okay.
Oh, it was all the damage together is it's 14. That's gonna be 20 damage altogether
Okay.
because I had 6 original
6.
slashing
Mhm.
plus 14. So
Nice. Very good attack. So yeah, you swing with your great sword, and on top of just the fury that you're already putting into the swing, you're feeling refreshed. First of all, since that last battle, this feels so much more real now that you are comparing it, and now you're like your head's in the game. You wind back and you swing and you strike it, and once your blade tears through it, it like lets out a cry, and it sizzles a little bit, and you realize that all of your weapons are still soaking wet from the room back there, which actually helps a little bit. So very good attack. I think that was still like your first action. I mean, is there anything else you want to do?
I technically used my paladin ping.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, that was your.
So what have one action left?
Smite is a bonus action, by the way.
Oh, it is. Actually, is it? Actually, no, it's not a bonus action. Is it? In my book. I'm very curious now. Just give me one quick second.
No, it's not. It doesn't specify. You're right.
Yeah, it's specifically when I successfully hit, I can
You
use
can.
smite.
Yep, you're right.
Gotcha.
You're thinking of the spell smites, which are a
Yep.
bonus action.
Which are bonus actions, yes.
That should. Yeah, that's gonna be all from me.
Okay.
Actually, let me see. I can use.
Let's see. We're gonna do.
I probably won't need those things for now. Right now. Yeah. I'll end my turn.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. And what is your armor class, by the way?
Me right now it is. Let me make sure I'm not using my shield right now because I'm not. Nope, I'm good. That'd be 17 right now.
17. The creature winds back, and using the momentum that threw it back from your blow, it reshapes itself almost in a serpent-like pattern, and it reaches out and strikes you across the face with just a claw of fire, which does hit with a 19. And for damage, let's see what I'm doing. Yep. Okay. Do that. Wow, he's a weenie. 5 damage to the face with fire.
So that is fire damage, right?
Yeah. So I know.
I am
you're
resistant to fire
you're
damage. So,
Okay.
I don't remember if that's going to be 3 or 2. I don't remember if you round up or down, so
Round up.
round up. Yeah, 3 damage. I don't care. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, it gets you with that, and it only has a singular attack, so that would mean Matthew, it's your turn now. Yeah.
Okay. I will.
And they're both standing pretty center of room, obviously nearer to you guys. But right now your backs are to the gate where the torches are, and they're just kind of in the center of the room.
Oh, sweet! It's a bonus action. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I already have my sword out, and I will stab because it's in front of me. The one that he just attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll swing on that one. My dice fell on the floor.
Oh
Oh, what's what it landed on? I got a 13.
That'll hit.
Sweet. And I believe it's a. Let me look real quick. I think it was a D6. Yeah. Just so you know, it's the Sword of Souls. It's the Soul Sword.
Mhm.
See if I can keep things on.
Which, by the way, you might need to remind me, but I did come up with some updated, more detailed information for that. Which it won't matter for right now, but send that to me, and we'll just treat it like it's like a level up benefit. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So that would be 11 damage.
Nice.
And then as a bonus action, I will cast Bardic Inspiration onto Daniel. Daniel, this adds a d6 to your any save, any check, any attack, or I'm sorry, damage roll, and then any if you are attacked, you can roll a d6 and it adds that number to your AC that once.
Nice.
You gotta love the Valor, the College of Valor.
We do love the College of Valor. Okay, awesome.
And I'm
So-
done.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, you strike it with the Sword of Souls. It's still wet from the room before, and again, you strike down, and it kind of just lets out a hiss as it backs away from the blade. The second elemental or spirit, whatever you want to call it, there.
The one by me.
No, the other one. That one goes up and actually does go to attack Jed and misses completely. Hellfire misses. It's beyond me, but it swings, and Jed, you duck just in time so you can get out of the way of it. So yeah, that was that one's turn. Which, by the way, Matthew, did I cut you off early? Did you have more actions to do? I'm so sorry.
I said I ended my turn.
Okay, I was just double checking. So, and now we are to, we're to Egen.
Well, looking at my weapons here, I don't have any spells that are going to help. I do have a rapier.
Okay.
So I will attack with that, which
Wow.
apparently is a, you might have to help me out. Melee weapon attack, +4 to hit.
So add your dex and then add your proficiency bonus.
I think he already knows his plus to hit. He just said it was +4 to hit. So I think his dexterity is probably a 2, and so his proficiency.
Yes,
Okay.
dexterity's 2.
Yep.
Plus.
So roll a d20.
Yep.
And then kick his butt.
Oh, got 17.
Yeah.
That's a roll.
And
So
that'll hit.
+4 would be a 21, and that will hit. Yep.
Yeah, that hit very well.
So
Yeah.
then damage says a D8 +2, and it's piercing damage. Not that probably matters in this situation.
I don't think it does.
But come on. I only made a 3.
Okay.
That'd be
So-
5 damage.
+2 would be 5.
Okay.
With 5 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so you reach out and you just give a proper lunge with your rapier, and your character is actually, you're kind of excited. This isn't something that you do a lot on your expeditions. I mean, you didn't even think you'd be getting into this tomb at the beginning of the day.
Nope.
Now you're fighting these creatures with a few adventurers. Like, you're living the stuff of stories. So you just boldly, just give it a good swift stab right in the chest, and it winces and kind of grabs onto the blade as you stab it. When you pull your blade back, it kind of crumbles back a little bit, and the end of your sword is sizzling and red hot, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a solid hit. Very, very good.
Okay.
Ben, we're back to you. Both of the creatures are wincing, but they're coming back and kind of glowing a bit more with some rage behind them.
Just real quick, I'm pretty sure we're all attacking the same one, right? Because I specifically said I was attacking the one in front of Jed.
You two, yes, were attacking the same one. He attacked the other one.
Oh, he attacked the other one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I got confused for a bit. Okay, sweet. I feel like that one's already down.
And if it helps any for just mental mapping, if you want to tell me like Fire Guy 1 and Fire Guy 2, like you and Matthew are on 1 and he's on 2. So
Yep. Okay.
if you want to switch it up, just be like, yeah, I'm hitting Guy 2.
Oh, that one attacking for. Okay. Wait. Yeah. So I will get rid of all this damage dice. I'll roll to attack the one that has been the one that has been attacked a lot.
Yeah.
The other one. I'll attack that one. That's going to be a natural 20.
Woohoo!
Yeah, use your
you're on
20s.
it.
So
Killing it,
I'm
man.
also using the Bardic Inspiration and the another smite. This is
So that's a D6, a D8,
so that's
a
going to
D8,
be
and a D8.
66 and 3d8. No, 6d8.
Okay. I mean, sheesh, go for it. I mean, yeah, you're wailing on these guys.
He's probably gonna.
Wouldn't be surprised.
So, oh, I'm missing 1d8. That's going to be 65 on dice plus 3, so that's 65, 7, 8, 9. That's 69, 60, yes. Oh, nice. 69 damage.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
oh gosh, Ben, tell me how you finish this thing off.
Well, I just imagine as I like strike this thing down, straight down the middle, as it just splits in half, and just you can see the two halves just slowly fade away, just getting dimmer and dimmer as
Yeah,
it like it's obviously like writhing in pain, but it just slowly dies out, like it's watching a candle near its end of its life as it just.
Yeah. No, exactly. As you split it, exactly, it flies into two pieces. The pieces kind of flail around a little bit, and then they kind of like get smaller and turn a little blue, and then just dissipate entirely. Oh yeah, you obliterated that thing. Holy cow!
I probably didn't use that Bardic Inspiration, but I guess
You
it's
didn't
fine,
need
so.
to, but that's okay. All right. Well, that's you. And let me see. Was that your whole turn? Did you still? You can attack again.
Technically, that was just my attack.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do anything else, I mean, you still have a couple actions. So.
Am I close to wet?
What's that?
Am I close to wet?
Yeah. Yes.
Actually, wait, no. Grapple's an attack action, so I couldn't take that anyways. Sad. You wouldn't let me. Grapple is an attack action, so if I wanted to grapple, it would use my attack action, right?
In this context, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I should be. You know what? I'll heal myself with a 3 damage. Why not?
Yeah. Understandable. Okay. And that's what, your second or third action?
That's my second action. I got nothing else to do, so that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. Matthew, we're to you now. And the one particular elemental looks over, and it's actually pretty unfazed by what just happened. They seem to be pretty simple-minded creatures, or entities, if you will.
Oh wait, 16 damage. That's
But It lightly acknowledges it, and it just raises its arms and starts approaching the whole party, just trying to envelop you all in flames.
Gotcha. Is everyone out of reach of 10 feet of me?
I
Except for
don't-
the enemy.
Are you talking about in any particular direction, or like or just at all?
Within a circle around me, is everyone without of like 10 feet?
Okay, real quick. How far away were the two flames from each other?
The two flames from each other were probably about 10 to 12 feet.
Okay, so I would still be within 15 feet of you, Matthew.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll back up once as my movement. So
Okay.
you're not within 15 feet, but the flame still is. And I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Okay. All right. Classic.
I'm going to cast it at 1d8. So 2d8. Okay. 1 second. Has to be, so the creature has to roll a 1 second con save. So go ahead and roll that con save while I roll damage. The thing to beat is 15.
Can this? I
Okay.
can probably be knocked back. I'm thinking of the wrong spell. Yeah. Okay.
It did not succeed.
Okay, so it takes everything of what I roll.
Okay.
It's a 7. It's a 4. So 15 damage.
15 damage.
And it gets thrown.
10 feet, I believe.
Well, I can't read for some reason. 10 feet. Yeah, you're right.
So it just got knocked like closer to me, right? Is what I'm-
Yes.
So it's like
Okay.
right next to me. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that works perfectly. You wind back, you cast Thunderwave at it, and it flies back, and part of its my hat fell off. It flies back, and it kind of like its body being not quite solid, kind of like